Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to the ArchCast, yet again, with today's guest, ElfpireEva. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. My name's ElfpireEva. I'm a variety streamer with a background in family law.
Nice and succinct. Welcome on today.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Nice and succinct.
Well, she's a lawyer, so therefore, I imagine she knows how to parse her words correctly.
Usually, but a lot of lawyers actually suffer from mushmouth, and I'm no exception.
Well, I think it's an affliction that curses many a person.
Indeed.
It is. Mushmouth. You know, I need one of those cool little trailers that everybody else has before they start. All I have is
I
the
just play
Milking
funny
Farm
clips
trailer.
I find online. Okay, you mentioned this before. I'm still scared.
Yeah, I don't recommend using the Milking Farm trailer as your starting soon screen. That might actually kill your channel.
Possibly. I still don't know if it's safe to play on the internet.
I mean,
Every
AI
single
moderation is most intense within the first 8 minutes of stream. As long as it's after 8 minutes, it's not as likely to be tagged.
Ah. There we go.
Well then, start the clock.
What
You know,
font
I
to be
sent you a
careful
bunch
in?
of animation. I sent you a bunch of like animators before, so you can get like some cool like anime style intro. If you wish, that'd be nice.
I smell your feet.
I probably should, but it sounds like effort.
The effort is just commissioning. The artist does all the work.
And still effort, Mel.
Lazy
oh.
Swede.
Speaking of, since we don't have Lumi on today because she decided to go and violate Moose Man's privacy laws today,
Oh my.
I have a joke to tell in honor of our fallen Mexican sister. Why did the Mexican take anti-anxiety medication?
Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery buttery butt?
Why?
For his panic attacks.
I swear to God, that's so bad.
I wish I could kick you from the call. I would totally kick you from the call if I could.
I'm gonna hack Discord's API just so we can kick you from the call.
Yes. When did you start doing dad jokes?
It wasn't even that bad. It was pretty good, I think.
Okay. Whatever makes you help sleep at night.
I mean, it is a pretty good joke, but only by dad joke standards, and that's the
Yeah.
lowest rung.
Yeah,
So, like, well, real, it's like bad pizza. Like all pizza's decent, but bad pizza is still bad pizza.
Chat enjoyed it. You just don't have any taste.
You're Sammy. Your opinion's disregarded.
Trick or treat. Can I smell your feet?
In other news, there are other people being attacked as well for their sense of humor. In this case, it's just bad entertainment rather than merely bad jokes. But
Trick or treat.
something
Can I
interesting has been
smell your
happening the
feet?
last couple of days. So I'm sure both of you have seen the C-Dance AI video generator tool from China.
I think I have.
Yes, so previous to this, there has been loads of other video generators, right? Doing loads of video generations, using actors, using known characters, all kinds of stuff. But now, all of a sudden, so Disney has sent a cease and desist letter to ByteDance, or its new C-Dance 2.8 video tool. SAG-AFTRA has also been condemning blatant infringement enabled by ByteDance. All of a sudden, the companies are moving.
You know what this tells me? This tells me that this is a really good AI model.
Yeah, I've seen
That's
I've
what
seen
this tells
some of
me.
these clips, and they're really good. Like, I
Heresy's the
firmly
question.
believe
Fire is the
that
answer.
AI will be completely indistinguishable by the end of the year at the rate things are going. If it's like some like
Yeah,
a high
no, there's
quality
been-
program like this. If it's Grok, that's a different story because that's obviously like it's too low quality for it, no matter how much Elon
That's
wants
like
to push
entry
it.
tier into AI.
But this stuff, like even the IRL, like Will Smith eating spaghetti type of deals, or you can you have to be told that it's AI or be really good at like figuring out the different
Yeah,
signs of it.
there's a bunch of courtroom shorts that I've been seeing on YouTube that people are generating with AI. The only way that I know that it's AI is I'm like, this isn't procedural. This would not happen in this kind of a sentencing. That's how I know it's AI. As for visual cues, they're pretty much gone now.
And then
Yes.
same with like the anime style ones. Like obviously Leaflet's notorious for making some crazy good AI stuff, and you can still kind of tell that it's AI. But the mistakes are far and few between. Granted, I know she spends hours on it to perfecting it and things like that. But like it's give it a couple more years, and it can probably make full-on films with very little tell in whatever style you want.
I
Yeah.
think it would be really cool to see this kind of AI used in like fulfilling the busy work that a lot of like animation studios and stuff end up being bogged down with background art and stuff like that. If they could have AI take care of that and then have the animation studio actually focus on the foreground, the actual stuff that's happening, I think you'd see a lot better tier and better quality animation in the future, even if it's being helped along with AI.
Yeah, because as you already said, the visual cues that something's AI is almost all but gone now. And the fact that Disney and SAG-AFTRA are now reacting, and again, we've had AI video generation that has been very good for like a couple of years now. It basically announces to the world that this is something else. Because previously, apparently these companies, they hadn't felt as threatened. They'd looked at it and they'd probably thought like, oh, this is probably something we can use as a tool or something we can take advantage of. And I think the nationality is important here too, because those were Western tools, American tools. This is a Chinese tool. And so SAG-AFTRA and Disney knows they have no influence here. No matter how much money they bring to the table, they will have absolutely no power over it. And worse still, now that the Chinese have demonstrated that they can basically take their properties, their actors, and render them in a lifelike fashion, well, what power does SAG-AFTRA have anymore? What power does Disney have anymore?
Yeah, that's scaring the shit out of
Fire is
them.
the answer.
Yeah. And especially in the current
In the
age
words of Negan from The
entertainment.
Walking Dead, I hope they're wearing their shitting pants.
Yes.
Because they can't be shitting their pants.
Because it's also like a lot of like Disney basically right now survives solely off of nostalgia, and this is due to the
100%.
fact that they've been burning so much of their properties. Right now, imagine, for example, the Little Black Mermaid. China could just simply go,
Oh my
okay,
god.
you know what? We're going to remake The Little Mermaid. You know, it's a fairy tale. You don't own the rights to that, Disney. We can do whatever we want with this. And they just remake Ariel, but more beautiful. And what's Disney going to do? What, sue
Yeah,
them?
wasn't Little Mermaid, Pinocchio, and a bunch of their other IPs are actually just grim fairy tales.
Yes, pretty much all of their early successors were fairy tales, so other people's stuff.
Yeah, but they definitely softened it and made it more child friendly because like the original
Oh yeah, the end of Little Mermaid, doesn't she turn into bubbles or so? She dies in the end,
Yeah,
in the
she just straight
actual
up
fairy
dies.
tale.
Sea foam.
Yeah.
So, and China doesn't care about these different things. They just want to win the war, and so they're a cultural war in this case. And they'll do anything it takes, including, well, stealing IPs.
Oh, yeah, and they're being given so much ammunition as well. Another recent example, so Disney announced they lost $170 million with live-action Snow White. Okay, China could literally just go like, okay, right, you fucked this up. It's a fairy tale. Nobody owns it. We're just going to literally make this. AI, flawless, traditional beauty standards, release it on the market. And the only thing Disney can do is literally cope and seethe.
Yeah, I mean, I could imagine them taking the live-action Little Mermaid remake and just going, we're changing like the 3 things that you shouldn't have changed about it, making it more reminiscent of the old IP, and we're gonna make more money than you ever did on it.
Yeah. And that has definitely got them very scared, which is like the cease and desist will do nothing. I mean, what court are they expecting to try and uphold this in precisely?
Yeah, because isn't
I mean, China copyright law, it's insane. There's a reason why all the knockoff stuff comes from China, guys. Copyright law is pretty much completely backwards.
Yeah, and the thing too is, like, intellectual property right in China it's decided entirely by the Chinese government. They set the rules. And so, if a company like this can use other people's intellectual property, and they don't own anything in California or America or anywhere else that they might get at them, they can literally just put, like, this is kind of the interesting inverse of the situation. So in many cases now, companies have basically carried out legal warfare against smaller creators. Going like, oh, well, we'll take you to court.
Yeah.
We know we can't win, but we can drag this out for 10 years and you'll run out of resources before we do. Well, welcome to that same treatment, Disney. You feel like outcompeting
Microsoft
China?
is doing that right now with Minecraft game clones. They just did a C&D on a it just happened. Let me see if we can bring it up.
I think they retracted
But that's exactly
that
what's
one.
happening. Did they? I hope to God they did.
I believed, because I saw this one, and I believe they pulled it back.
Oh yeah, here it is. Yep, they revoked it.
Yeah, which is nice of them, I suppose.
But still, here's the issue that I have with this, right? Because Microsoft knows that what they wanted to do is they wanted to make it a headache for this indie developer to get their game on Steam. It got it taken off of Steam. If I've dealt with like 2 or 3 creators who've done like small games and stuff like this, the initial like DMCA takedown of getting it might take this indie maybe 6 months to a year to get back on Steam and to get everything right just from this one DMCA takedown. Whether or not they took it back, it doesn't matter. It set this company back and this dev back by months, if not by more than a year.
Yeah, the damage is already done. And now these companies are going to experience this in reverse, which will be very fun for them, I'm sure. So the only thing so Disney can't do shit. They can yell at China all they fucking want. This is going to have zero effect on anything whatsoever. The SAG-AFTRA thing is a little bit more interesting because SAG-AFTRA still has a lot of power within the establishment of Hollywood, basically. And they are right now basically starting to threaten to strike again.
Are they really? Over what China's doing, guys? What?
Yes.
Didn't they just end their strike like a year or 2 ago? Because that strike went on for like
it
year
ended just
originally.
last year. It was like 8 months ago.
Yeah.
I know it's
These
been a
people
while.
are
It's been
so
like
entitled.
a couple of years now, and if it doesn't feel like that much.
The strike is
No, they just had a they just had a big they just had a big they finally resolved it or whatever, but it was about like AI companies taking the likeness of actors' voices and stuff. So it's more like the Voice Actors Guild part of it, but it was still this entity that was striking just last year.
Okay. Because right now, the whole thing is entering negotiations for a new contract. So, in the previous contract they got, mind you, they did get some protections against AI. But this was back then when the companies were still thinking that they could probably get control of this somehow. Basically, they were still angling, oh, how can we make this to work for us? But now, I think they've understood that they can't control this. Like, there doesn't seem to be any opportunity for Hollywood to sit on this, and so they're probably going to push for wider demands, so that any company that wants to work with SAG-AFTRA will have to either just denounce AI entirely or only use like sanctioned AIs, for example, or alternatively, and I think this is probably the most likely, that they'll basically force out some sort of AI fee that the companies have to pay, like a fucking Blutgeld to engage with AI, to wash away the sin.
More like to pay enough to make the sin justified. But yeah, I get it.
It'll literally be a letter of forgiveness from the church. Because the only thing that these people give a fuck about...
Here's your penance.
Yeah, all they give a fuck about is money. If they get a large enough cut, these people don't give a shit. And there was a wonderful article.
Yeah, they'll hand wave it.
This one from Deadline. Sea Dance 2.0, Hollywood deepfake slammed as destructive to culture. Destructive to culture. These fuckers have worked the last 20 years to destroy everything we have. All of our entertainment, all of modern day Western culture lies writhing and broken beneath their boots. And now it's like, it's going to destroy our human culture. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's destructive to a culture, but honestly, Hollywood culture is something I could do without. We need a renaissance in the creative field of reality.
Yeah, like...
And honestly, people at home that can use Sea Dance or, a simpler program to make whatever they want can probably make some amazing things, much better than Hollywood ever can. Like, this is going to be like YouTube all over again. 20 years ago, people started actually, making their own videos, reporting on their own news, etc., and actually, putting mainstream media to the grind to actually, improve themselves. And instead, all they did was just try to buy out and control everything even more. And that's exactly what they're doing here with this AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something they can't control and filter, and that's why it threatens them.
Yeah, that's it. Because the problem is, this culture has genuinely done so much damage. It's what gave us things like Cape Crusader, which was Batman's a side character in his own fucking show, whilst two black lesbians take the lead. And now, with this...
I'm really glad you've told me this, because I was looking at watching this and wondering if it was any good. Now I know it's not.
No, sadly.
I've been in a DC kick, and to find out, okay, this is shit. Well, that's disappointing.
Yep, it is not very good. And with
I
AI...
basically assume anything new is just awful these days.
It is. And with Sea Dance, because now you've got basically an open playing field, anyone can make anything, and DC can't do shit about it. So, literally, now somebody could just sit down and go like, okay, well, I'm going to just continue Batman the Animated Series. And it will be better than anything Hollywood has fucking produced. I swear to God. Like, and okay, so there's so many layers to this, because this could also be like really damaging to entertainment, or just storage capacity, honestly. But if you took a genuinely beloved piece of entertainment and fed it into the AI database of something like Sea Dance and simply said, make me an episode. How many, like... We might already be there. Like, I've seen Sea Dance take, like, a comic book page and animate it with transitions, with cuts, with everything, with scene consistency. Like, we're pretty much there.
Yeah, just about, I would say.
Probably by the end of the year, by next year.
Especially with like AI used to have a big problem with like action animations, like fighting and stuff like that. And I've been seeing some of the new stuff that's like, wow, you actually can. It looks like a choreographer actually put together the fight in real life, rather than, oh, this is poorly animated. That foot just went through somebody's body, etc. That's not happening anymore.
Yeah. And I really do like the idea of democratizing entertainment like this, because I mean we had a recent example of this of Markiplier finally making his passion project where he wanted to make Iron Lung, right? And it did really well, sold assloads of tickets, but it's also the fact that Markiplier is not an indie developer. The man is worth like 40-50 million dollars probably.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his net worth is, but I would say in terms of Hollywood and in reference to Hollywood, he is very much an outsider, an indie developer in that respect, and his movie downright scared the shit out of them. I mean, quite literally, they had sites that track the like box office release records and stuff. Markiplier's movie was like #1 on a few of them, and a few of them started just taking them off the list completely.
Let's see.
Which is interesting.
According to this random site,
75, my God.
$75 million. Earning something
Jesus,
like
man.
30 million per year. So, like, on the one hand, this is obviously a fantastic achievement and good for him. On the other, this means nothing for 99.9% of creators.
I mean, yes
That's
and
true.
no. I mean, for a vast majority of regular people, yes, but it is a nice middle finger to the entertainment industry, where an outsider did come in who got his start on YouTube because he was originally a
Okay, the
random dude.
IMDb is fucking smoking something. Look at that rating. I've seen that movie. It is not a 6.5.
Is it
Probably
actually
the critic
good?
rating.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. I
Okay.
mean, it's not my favorite movie of all time, but look, it's like you said, for 99% of people, this means nothing. But Hollywood's doors were kicked down with this guy.
Yes.
Because I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
it might
know.
be, a lesser tier of person and more higher above than most people, but somebody managed to get their foot in the door.
Yeah, and like I know it's just been flop out of flop out of flop for like Disney movies and just movies in general. Like you never hear any like popular movie that really takes off. I think the last one that I remember off the top of my head was going to be Barbie, the Barbie movie, and then what was the Oppenheimer? Or what was that
Oppenheimer.
one that also Oppenheimer? Yeah, that came out like around the same time, but like most people were talking about Barbie, and that was a few years ago now. And so it's
Yeah.
just like most movies are just failing. Like nobody goes to the movie theater anymore. The popcorn's overpriced. The seats are overpriced. The movies are shit. You can just get it all on streaming. So the fact that a non-Hollywood, even though he's obviously very rich, but person was able to come in and make such a successful movie, and I don't know how much money this made, but I imagine a lot. And it's beloved
It
by a lot
made
of people.
quite a bit, and it was budgeted at only like 3 or 4 million, I think it cost to make. So not only did he make a movie, he made it like in Hollywood terms, very cost beneficial, like very cost efficient.
So there's
So
three
it's
big
win,
things
win, win.
to kind of take away from this. The first is that whilst Markiplier is not the average person, that is exactly what AI can help with. Because most people don't have $1 million or $3 or $4 million. But this proves that creativity and a person's passion project can create something that can sell. And in the case of AI, you now have the ability to create that thing. Secondly, we are in a period where nobody trusts the establishment. Nobody likes Hollywood anymore. It's fucking garbage. It produces shit. We assume it's going to produce shit. And thirdly, there is a desperate desire for both something new and something old at the same time. Because either it's the old generation, which knows how good things were and just wants that again, and the new generation, which has grown up with this shit. Oh, they're pretty easy to please, frankly.
Sir?
Yeah, because like I know I lived under a rock for a good chunk of my youth and my life, and I never really bothered crawling out of it until relatively recently. I haven't seen 99% of movies, and in my Discord server, we do have a movie night every other week. And so I'm just watching all these old movies, or maybe some TV shows and different things like that, and I'm like, wait, this is actually good. because I was raised on Disney and like Marvel slop.
Yeah, and
I
it's
was,
all
like, the only
before
thing I was
2005.
Yeah, and like I've only really seen like basically the Marvel movies and like a few other like random ones here and there, and maybe a couple boomer
Yeah.
movies as well. But like I haven't seen a ton, and I'm watching this and I'm like, wait, this is actually enjoyable because I've never actually been one that likes to watch movies. I guess because of that. And now it's like, oh, this is actually not so bad. This is a good use of my 2 hours, I guess.
Yes.
But
Good
I'm a
things are
Zoomer,
good.
and I haven't actually, I wasn't raised in an era between my parents and then what was provided to me because of the entertainment industry.
Yeah, I mean, I was a Zoomer, but I was raised by people who are stuck in like the 80s and 90s. So it's like really weird because like I have a lot of the old what they call it, the Renaissance era Disney films. I've got all those on lock in my brain, like without a problem. But anything new, anything like I said, anything post 2005 maybe. I don't have like maybe I've watched it. It's much more of a toss up.
Yeah. So I am still kind of optimistic for the future of this. There needs to be some control over what is released when, where, how. That's the thing. Because it's all too easy that this will become just an enormous slop factory, and none of it will ever be used to produce the actual movies. It'll still just be cats shooting each other with shotguns on the internet.
Well, with
Yeah, I mean-
Elon having the whole region block on Twitter, possibly rolling in, maybe that will help take care
Oh,
of some
yeah.
of that slop.
Well, look, I think slop is going to happen in the same way that, like, hundreds of years ago, back when they came out with fine point bristle brushes, right? And came out with, like, easy to obtain canvas that, like, okay, anyone poor as heck could actually get a hold of canvas and try art. A lot of slop ended up coming out during that time until it leveled out and then, like, people, really dedicating themselves to the art and stuff. I think that's a similar thing's going to happen. You're going to see a lot of people go, ooh, a new toy, a new tool. They're going to play around with it. We're going to get a lot of fucking slop. But then it's going to eventually level out to the
We'll-
people
we'll
who are
probably get
more than
some-
just passerbys or tourists going, oh, cool, look at this. Let's have this, let's have my cat fight a deer in the woods or something, right? And then he's done after a month of tinkering around, as opposed to the passionate person who sees the what's it called? I
Potential?
just lost my ADHD train of thought. Yeah, potential. Yeah, the person who sees the actual potential and goes, okay, I'm gonna spend 6 months learning how to prompt and script for this AI model and come out with something I'm actually proud of.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get some gems in it, I believe, and it's just gonna be a bunch of coal, but then a couple diamonds in the rough here and there. And I think the diamonds will definitely make it worthwhile. I think people can recognize.
I mean,
when
I'm already
something-
starting to actually recognize like AI creators like Dongbi Bongwater and Leaflet even. These are people who are like, yeah, these are people who are known for making good generations.
Yeah, and they spend hours on this stuff. Like that's where I would
Yeah.
actually consider like AI art because of how much time that they're taking to make it as best as possible. I mean, yeah, a couple things here and there can be a little bit off because it's still not fully 100% perfect. But they spend like as much as they can to make it look amazing, and it does turn out great. It's the ones that just randomly type in some little gobbledygook code here and there and just make some sort of like I don't know meme with grok or whatever the case is, and then that's when the slop
well,
comes
that's
out.
the normal thing that happens.
And that's okay because like that's people are gonna do this. Plus, I don't know how much seedings cost. I imagine it is something relatively expensive. So that's not everyone's gonna be using it immediately at least. So but give it a couple years and I'm sure we'll probably get some really cool things out of this.
And up until then, I'm just happy to see Hollywood be upset and scared.
I mean, after COVID, they have, in my opinion, they still have one foot in the grave, and they have not recovered appropriately since COVID.
And may they never recover fully.
I hope not.
All right. We have to move on with the AI news quickly, because I know the audience hates AI.
Well,
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
start
speaking
getting
of AI, weren't you going to show her
foamy
the
at the
Milking
mouth.
Farm trailer?
Yeah, that too.
I'm like, okay, just show it to me already, Jesus. At this point, my curiosity is overwhelmed my my fear of what the fuck this could be.
So I do kind of feel bad for chat. This is probably, what, the 5th time you've shown them this?
But first, Ornu for $100. Thank you very much, sir. It's been forever and will continue to be forever till I can catch one of these live again. Also, Arch, do the redemptionist cults. Do it. It'll be fun to talk about older lore. Maybe. Let's see. This will be our test of the Milking Farm trailer online, so I'll have a checkbox to see how bad we can go with the next one.
Oh,
Brace
God.
yourself, chat. Archers, Mexican Entertainment.
Oh my god, it's a minute.
Presents Milking Farm.
The season door gets me every
A
time.
love story that only a woman
Yo, what
could
the
enjoy.
fuck?
A tale of sticky liquid love and of passion in its most viscous form. Female romance. This will not be wholesome. Prepare yourself for the most
What is that? No!
morally vile and objectionable, yet still somehow feminist adventure of your life.
I am a good feminist.
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 Milking Farm, Book 2, Breeding Clinic. Coming
Oh
soon,
my god.
quite literally, on a screen near you.
Literally, no, stop it. Oh my god.
See,
The
chat,
wordplay's a 10 out of 10 for sure.
AI isn't all bad. Sometimes AI is pretty good.
It's all bad.
I am very scared to see what the third book's trailer is going to be like.
Yep, I'm
You know,
I'm
frankly,
commissioning
I
the
just-
thumbnail for that already now.
Oh god.
We'll have to make a trailer for book 3.
Yeah, when are we doing that?
Well, I'm commissioning the thumbnail for next month, so it'll probably be when that's done, and yeah, it'll be a little
Oh.
while.
Okay, so I don't have to buy the book yet, thank God.
Like you don't already have the physical copy.
I don't, thank you very much.
Wait, is this an actual book?
Yep, a whole
Yes.
series actually.
There's no way.
Mhm.
There's what in the heck? I'm looking it up now.
We
In
are
fact,
slowly
there's
but
no way
surely
this
getting
is
through
real.
it, unfortunately.
What did you say? Wait, what's it called again?
You
Milking Farm or
ignorant
something like that?
Milking Farm, yes.
Oh my god. There it is. What in the I don't
Just to put the
understand what
context
I'm
of
looking
this.
at.
Well, Lum and I are being forced to read
Are
smut
you
by a man
ready
that's
to
twice
wreck
our
this yellow
age.
mare's fluttery
Hold
buttery
on,
butt?
Lum Lum's like 40.
Wow, Arch, I didn't know you were 80.
Yeah, I mean, last I heard he was 52, but he might have had a birthday since then.
Besides, it's not me. Chat has funded 3 books, and we're gonna get to work on the 3rd one soon. So
Oh my
Good.
god, there's so many of them are free. That
Yeah,
is so
there's-
creepy.
there's like 6 of them. So we're halfway through the series now.
Oh, there's more than 6 Arch. There's a ton of them. She's got like different side series. Like this is the Cambridge Creek series, but she's got like
Yeah.
other ones from other locations.
There's like
there's one with
Tanya
a
at the
tree
milking
monster.
farm. This one's like, what in the heck? The Blackwood Milk Farm. I don't know what that's about.
Sometimes you've just gotta milk the Minotaur. There's no other alternative.
This is bestiality.
Technically, it's
It straight up is.
anthrophilia.
It's not even for. It's not even for. Well, I don't know about that.
But from one source of getting fucked to a completely another, we also have a piece of funny news for anyone who doesn't live in the Netherlands, that is. As the Netherlands has introduced a 36% unrealized capital gains tax.
I'm sorry. What?
Yes, 36%.
That is ridiculous.
So if anyone in chat is unaware of what this is, basically, imagine that you buy a stock. You buy a stock, it's worth $1,000, right? And this stock doubles in value to $2,000, and you're super duper happy about it. Now, the government will come in and say, hello there, we see you've earned $1,000. We would like $360 in taxes, please. Now, you haven't actually sold any of that stock, so you don't have $1,000 in your account. You will now have to sell 36% of your stocks to pay the tax on the stock before you have earned a single dime of it. Better yet, of course, what do you think will happen to the
unrealized
stock?
capital gains.
Yes.
It's gonna bottom out into nothing.
Yes, because now
That's what'll
people
happen.
will start selling the stock purely to pay the taxes. And when people start selling stocks start freaking out, falling in value.
What was going through their mind with this? I mean, obviously,
The government is trying to trigger short
money.
selling.
But like, how does that? Okay, obviously the government wants its money, and that's why they love taxes so much. And taxes are just basically theft. But what's the benefit of short selling? Isn't that going to like completely damage their economy?
Allow me
It's
to
very short-sighted economically.
give you a visual representation of what the government was thinking when they enacted this bill.
God. Look, I will say this. In the short term, they're gonna see a big return, but they're not thinking about the oh man, what did my econ teacher call it? There's like a what a rubber band does. This is gonna come back in 5 to 10 years, and it's gonna be way worse than had they done nothing with this tax.
Yes, so this is very much so looting the market today. They'll go out, all of the people, and again, this isn't for rich people. This is on any unrealized capital gain. So anyone who owns stocks that have gone up, the government will come in and say, you now owe us X, which will be a big bump in their taxes, especially from the people with, actual investment portfolios. Then those people will be forced to either sell their stocks or actively pay money out of their own bank to hope the stocks remain stable, causing them to lose out on money. Now, this will obviously disincentivize investment because, first and foremost, I want to point out, too, this is an unrealized gains tax. That means that the government simply decides, we think you're going to earn this much, here's your tax. When you actually take that money out, there's another tax on that as well. Now that is actually income. So this will be a wonderful little case of double taxation.
Yeah, they're double dipping.
Trick or treat.
Yes. So this will disincentivize people enormously, and it will. I mean, why would you invest in anything?
This is straight up punishing the economy for improving.
Yes.
Things are getting better. We should probably fix that.
Yes. It's, and again, like, if this was like a 2% tax or something, I'd be like, okay, shrug. I guess you're aiming in at like the top 1% of investors, those who have millions invested, right? But no, it's 36%.
Trick or treat.
That's a lot.
So
That is a
yucky.
fucking lot. And of course, if you at that point, if you have invested a lot, if you have $1 million invested, that's $360,000 right there. Mm.
My pea brain cannot compute how much money that is. Like 36% was usually when you have stocks. Like the people who are trading usually do have a lot of money that they invest in by default. So they already have like a good chunk of change right there. So 36% of that is just I can't imagine that. That's beyond my brain's comprehension for the amount of money that they would have to pay out for whatever the case is. Even if it's only $36 out of 100, it's still that's such a high amount. Like I just ugh.
And the best part of all of this is obviously unrealized gains on stocks, but also on crypto.
Sir?
Wait, what?
Yep. It's on crypto.
Oh no.
You know, that incredibly volatile fucking market that recently dipped by like $2 fucking trillion.
Yeah, it had a straight up fucking crash.
Yes. And so, like, depending upon when the government decides to tax you, they could go like, okay, your crypto portfolio is worth $1,000. We want 360 of those. And you're like, oh, fuck. Okay, well, crypto will always go up, right? I'll pay the fee. And then the next day, your crypto portfolio is worth $300. Ah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, they're just, I mean,
That this has to be
does
some
it
sort
not
of
feel
way-
like, oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Oh, oh, this has to be some sort of way just to disincentivize people from just investing in the first place, so that the politicians can get more cut of a pie themselves. As I'm sure there's probably some way that they're exempt from actually paying this tax, so they can, some sort of gray area that they can jump through to avoid it themselves. But for the average person, or the regular person, I should say, not so much.
Maybe. It's fun and engaging. Now, I also say, there's around taxing unrealized gain already failed in Norway. We don't actually have an unrealized gains tax. We have a wealth tax, which is slightly different. So in Norway, if you own assets, so everything you own, car, house, etc., if all of that combined is worth over about $150,000, the state taxes you 1.1% on all of that every year, just for shits and giggles. And what he mentions here, 150 million revenue from taxing unrealized gains, caused 54 billion to flee the country. Yes, this is actually true. So this did happen. Norway instituted a series of new taxes, including doubling the wealth tax from 0.5 to 1.1%. And it caused basically hundreds of rich people to just go like, no, I'm not going to live here anymore. And so they
just
instituted...
moving yeah, I got you.
Yeah, and so they institute an
That's funny.
exit tax, where even after you leave Norway, you owed them 3 years of taxes.
I'm sorry, fucking what?
Yep, so that'll probably be the next step for the Netherlands.
An exit tax, my god.
Yeah, so if you're Dutch, leave now. Fucking GTFO, brother.
Yeah, for real though.
Just move to the Middle East, okay? It's basically the new West anyways. And all of that, and again, like, I genuinely do believe that all of this is basically a ploy towards just creating a fucking servant class. I genuinely believe this, that this is all just to try and break the populace.
Yeah, this is like some hardcore class warfare.
Yes, like it feels like, because the thing is, investment is great. It's how the rich stay rich. Literally, it's just money creating more money. And if you put it in the rich people's funds, your odds of losing money are next to zero. Because these funds, even during COVID, these fucking funds were growing. Because they're so fucking large and they have so many investments in so many things, they basically can't fail all of it at once. And the rich don't want you to know that. This is literally a case of the government don't want you to know this, but the ducks in the pond are free.
Yeah.
And now they're going to take a third of your duck if you go fetch one. Because fuck you.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
the
these countries
point
are going to be able to
I'm wondering
survive.
when they reach their. I wonder when they reach their limit. Like, because at this point they're pushing the envelope. People are leaving and stuff. They can't seem to make any new taxes without backlash. So when is enough, though?
Never. By definition, enough is never enough.
Yeah.
Probably when the country actually gets run to the ground.
Well,
Like, completely.
that there we see Mal. We actually have an example of that too. So there's a lovely little country, very far to the south, and it was filled up by a lot of Germans about 80 odd years ago. This country is called Argentina.
Are you ready to rut this
Oh, no.
yellow mare's fluttery buttery butt?
However, Argentina has had a lot of problems over the last few years as they went in very hard on just more and more welfare and socialism, etc. And it didn't work out very well for anyone involved. And so they invented a man with a chainsaw to fix things. And he has actually been fixing a lot of things, but there's also some potential downside, like the 12-hour work days, for example.
What?
Ew.
12?
Yo, didn't we give Argentina like 40 billion? Can you guys like not run a slave state
Nope.
after receiving money and help? Like, please? Oh my god.
12-hour workdays, and to top it off, it will also have a system where employers will be allowed to pay in kind, which means that they can pay you with food and lodging.
Oh, so slaves.
Oh
Yes.
no. Sold
This
my
is
soul to the
literally
company store.
slaves.
This is quite. God, oh my god. This is just slavery with extra steps.
Yes,
Rick and
they've
Morty,
also,
where are you? We need you.
They've reduced they've removed the idea of overtime pay, so don't worry about that. That's not gonna happen anymore.
Oh.
And they've also gotten rid
Jesus.
of things like severance pay, including annual bonuses and vacation pay as well.
Yeah, bonuses from the base amount used to calculate compensation. Basically, anything remotely tied to making extra money in your job, nah. Yeah, we don't need any of that.
Yes. So, and the problem too is, right, Argentina's economy is fucked. The entire country's economy is fucked. And this is obviously basically Melee going, right, this is going to fucking suck, but the only way we're going to rebuild right now is if a lot of you become cotton pickers.
Yeah, but the problem is with this is that they'll be cotton pickers for how long? Like, when is the 12-hour workday actually going to be reverted back to like an 8-hour one then? Never. Because once
Exactly. That
the
never
most
happens.
permanent policy is a temporary one made by the government. So like it's going to be a 12-hour
Exactly.
workday for years upon years, even after Malay is gone. They'll just keep on using and abusing it, even if this is supposed to be a short-term policy to fix the economy by having people working more. They're going to be worse off in the long run because they're literally slaves.
And at any amount of like time that passes where this is the norm, now they'll just make that into the culture. oh, Argentina's, they're hard workers. They do 12 hours a day just because of the love of their. Shut up. You're literally trying to justify slave wages and slave freaking hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what are they gonna do? Because I don't know the population that's happening in Argentina right now, but I know at least in the Western world, it's not going well with the replacement rate for having kids. A 12-hour workday is gonna make that literally impossible to be able to have an actual family and kids on there.
Yeah, let's see here.
To have the economy work in the future, because you do need obviously people to work after others die. And so what are they gonna do?
looked it up.
Import foreigners?
Yeah, no, I looked it up. You're right. They're on a decline right now. There's been a 36% drop in the birth rate for Argentina over the last 3 years. This would make it even worse.
Yeah, and then they're gonna use the excuse of importing foreigners in here to try to refresh the economy again, because there's not enough kids to replace them, to pay for the pensioners or whatever version that they have in Argentina. And then we already know how that's working in the West. These people don't work, and they just feed off the taxes of the people that are still remaining and working, and loitering around, and obviously increases crime. I know Argentina is not exactly a first world country. It's more like second world, and so they already have crime problems already. But this is just going to make things a million times worse.
Potentially, Mal, but sometimes slavery is the solution, not the problem. And you know what? I think this might actually be one of those cases, okay? So allow me to show you a statistic here. Employment to population ratio in Argentina. 58%.
It's really high.
So that means that they have an unemployment rate of 42%.
Wow.
That's almost half the country.
That's
right
one
there.
of the worst I've ever seen in the planet.
Yes,
literally.
It's really bad. It's unbelievably fucking bad.
Okay, so instead of having people work 12 hours, shouldn't they be investing into businesses to bring businesses to Argentina so that 42% can be lowered?
Yes, Mal. You're getting closer to the point. And how do you get businesses to come to Argentina? What about very cheap and easily accessible labor?
Oh.
South America has a long and torrid history with building their civilizations on the backs of colonists and slaves. So it's not, but I mean, look, it's out of line, but it's not wrong. Because this is how they developed down there. As fucked up as that is.
Yeah. So here we have a picture colorized of the CEO of Coca-Cola traveling down to establish a new factory.
Oh my god!
Because guess what? In Argentina, he can run his factory literally 24 hours with just 2 shifts. It's fucking great. And he pays the employees in bananas and shelter.
Wait, that's
You
actually
forgot
going to
about
affect
the
the American
rocks.
economy then. We're going to...
If we're actually taking a look at this, look, the guy over there by the wall is being shaved by another person. Everyone seems pretty equal. They're looking out for each other. I don't know I don't know what he's doing, but
well, maybe the guy in the box that's being carried probably has a better treatment in there. Okay, so we already have a huge problem in America with businesses fleeing to China because of our taxes and regulations. So they're just gonna flee Argentina instead? So or as well, I should say. America's getting fucked in this.
And you were complaining about the birth rate. Well, Mal, guess what? Slavery fixes that problem as well.
oh no.
Yes.
Again, you're not wrong, but Jesus, this is a weird place to be.
Yes.
I mean, if they have the communal lodging, yeah, I can definitely probably see that happening, I guess, just because...
Yes. Take 40 Argentinians and just shove them into the same box-like house. For the 12 hours off they have a day with no entertainment. Oh, we'll fix the birth rate,
The most
all right.
fucked up thing, they have plantations down there. I think a main export is their sugarcane. So, like, it's quite literally the same setup, only instead of cotton, they're picking sugarcane.
Get to fucking work.
With the occasional German-looking village, because, Argentina's weird.
Now.
I've been hearing nothing but good things about Malay. Granted, I don't know anything about Argentina politics because, well, I'm not Argentinian. But it's always been like good things, and then he has this, and it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's look. All I know is Argentina's PR team has done a great job of keeping some of these facts hidden from the rest of the planet, because I did not know they had a 48% unemployment rate. My god.
Ignorant slut.
Pick the fucking sugar, chat, on the Master's farm.
I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the weather looks nice. You got that nice mountain backdrop, the green bushes there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it could be worse.
You'll get to work outside in the free air, under the warm sun, enjoying the vista. And for 12 hours a day. It's fucking paradise.
Yeah. It's better than an office with the LED lights, blaring down on you, sitting on your ass and sending emails and kind of doing nothing with your life.
Yeah.
You're staying in shape.
You can make legends amongst yourselves, like the legend of Catcher Freeman.
Yeah.
You can sing songs and get the camaraderie going and not have a manager breathing down your neck because he's passing by your workstation, because the manager is about a mile away on the other side of the field.
Well, look, the manager's never far away via horseback.
Oh, true.
So you make enough trouble, their management will come to you. They won't have you come to them. They will come to you.
Yeah, that's a really hands-on, active leadership style.
They have an individual, like a peer-to-peer partnership program. Oh, God, it's so horrible.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. Whenever you have a concern over your work situation, either you'll get taken care of by your own, I will be given extra privileges to make sure that you're operating correctly. And if that doesn't solve the problem either, well, we have an entire class of leadership-focused individuals here.
Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's
Oh my God.
buttery butt?
They were
I
motivated.
like the branding on this. Look, I like that Bridgeman Images really wants you to know that this belongs to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come to Argentina.
I mean,
the
look,
land
down
where
there's been pretty
future
cool. I mean, have you
and
guys ever
history
seen
meets.
I think it's an old movie called Papillon or Papillon or something like that. It involves a person who I think it's Italian or French or something. He gets arrested, sent to Brazil as a prisoner colonist to build up the colony, and he ends up dealing with a lot of literally what you're showing us.
I was actually looking at Argentina recently because, I was been hearing about the Patagonia fires in the mountain ranges, and I was looking, I was like, wow, this place is beautiful. The cost of living is actually quite cheap. I know it's not a good place to actually live, but I mean, if you were really wealthy, you could just move to Argentina and probably live there, relatively well. Kind of like some people do, in Eastern Europe, but not anymore.
Right. The
No, it's
Malian
gonna be that Family
position.
Guy meme where it's like, I took one step off the resort, and you're just
Yeah.
strung up. You captured everything. Yeah, it's not.
Yes, exactly. Not working 12 hours? Whip. Are you getting the whip then?
But
We awake to find emancipation hasn't much altered his position after. Oh my God, Jesus!
He looks like he's having a fun time.
yet again, I will relaunch the argument that sometimes slavery is the solution. Population up, GDP rank growth per capita up. up.
Oh,
Line go up.
Is that?
Arch, it's not surprising to me that you're technically, in some situations, pro-slavery. I mean, Vikings have had a pretty pro-slavery mindset since they've existed.
Yeah. There's no, and again, poverty rates fell significantly under Melee, including, like, the employment rate was at 49.6% before he was put in office. That means that over half of the population was unemployed.
Oh, Jesus.
So I mean, he's doing a good job. Like the
Hey,
propaganda team.
I mean,
the
look,
PR
he
team
is.
was it completely lying?
Yeah,
I
his
guess?
numbers are better than they have been since. How far does that go in terms of years on that line?
Back to 1990.
1990.
The lowest
Wow.
recorded employment
So
rate
he
was
has-
14% or 43%.
Oof. I mean, he has objectively, he's higher numbers than they ever have seen.
Yeah, and here's the thing, again, like, if your economy was so fundamentally fucked, at some point, you kind of just have to go like, okay, if we're gonna fix this, you're gonna have to pick cotton. And Mal's argument, too, is entirely fair. There is no particular reason to assume that once the cotton pickers are in the fields, that they will ever leave them again. That is a valuable concern. But at the same time, the country's so utterly fucked that, making like ridiculous laws like these, allowing the companies to get all of the privileges, hire people and fire people on a will, pay them very little, have them work very long hours, it will see a lot more people start businesses in Argentina. It will see a lot more growth in industries, which will in turn lead to a heightened employment rate, which will in turn lead to a heightened GDP and less poverty. As indeed, like, Melee lowered the poverty rate from, what was it, like fucking 50, 60% or something?
Real quick, while you're looking
not
it
sure.
up, I do want to point out, because I mean, we definitely in America we have like the 4 days working, 3 days off situation where people do work 10 to 12-hour days in that case, and that's obviously not slavery. Because I did see somebody like in chat kind of mention that, but like it depends on how
that
many
might
days.
be true.
It depends on how many
Yeah,
days
but-
they're forced to work at these 12 hours. And plus, the part they're getting rid of all the benefits like bonuses, vacation days, etc., or at least paid vacations.
Not only that, back in the
and then
80s, like the
food and
70s and
lodging.
80s, they used to talk about how, oh, hey, it's going to be bad right now. We're going to have to do these increase in work hours, 40-hour work weeks, sometimes 80-hour work weeks. That culture was set up in the 70s and 80s going, in the future, you will have to do that. In the future, you'll have a 20-hour work week. Well, here's the future, and they're only pushing for more because they never walk it back. They will never walk it back. And that's what's happening in America. Why you see people, 12 hours a day for 4 days a week is okay. It's like, well, guess what? Decades ago, they promised us a 20-hour work week. Where is that?
Yeah.
I think the cherry on top of this situation, because is the fact that they're providing food and lodging for these workers working 12-hour work weeks. So like you're
That just
permanently on
makes
the
it
plantation.
that old show.
That's to me.
I mean, that old
that's
song.
to me is the like the straw here that's breaking, because it's one thing if you work a 12-hour day for 4 days a week and you have overtime benefits, etc., but when you have no benefits, no bonuses, and you're living there and having the food and lodging providing, that's where I feel like that's where it's crossing some lines.
Yeah, big time.
I don't know. I think Tick Tick Boom in
I
chat
mean,
is correct.
you have entire songs all over that kind of culture, right? 16 Tons, great song, fucking literally explains that kind of culture that we're supposed to be getting away from in a developed society.
He says, I work 12-hour days, 7 days a week for months at a time. That's right.
Dang.
People today are just fucking weak, soft, Get back to the
I mean,
cotton
like,
fields, both of you.
People are talking about like 80-hour work weeks. I'm like, my dad has worked 60 to 8-hour work weeks many times before. It's not healthy.
Oh yeah.
Like, my dad's a legit fucking boomer. He has he has worn himself down trying to just keep me and him alive and keeping the lights on throughout my like lifetime here because my mom was useless. In that case. And so like I am well aware that that's a thing. But doesn't mean it's healthy. Doesn't mean it's good. It literally shaves off years of your lifespan and ruins your health. Just because it's possible and people do it doesn't mean it's actually a good thing.
Yeah. Now, there is also the opposite here. So this is, I do believe this is something Argentina probably has to do. Because the opposite is also too little work. This was what led to the coal crises in England, where England tried to introduce 4-day work weeks. And it fucking destroyed their economy. Like, it simply wasn't enough labor to keep the economy running. And as the economy began to shrink, they didn't have access to enough people to do the work because they couldn't pay them. Poverty rates were skyrocketing. Unemployment was skyrocketing. Access to basic things like energy fell drastically because there weren't enough people to dig it up. They couldn't produce enough. Like, there is absolutely like a golden mean here where we can hit upon it and we can have both enough time off to remain healthy and happy and also keep our economy going. Now, in the case of Argentina, they hit that point and flew fucking past it into socialist hellhole, and that's why they now have 12-hour work weeks.
It's always with the pendulum swing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
They can't ever like, I don't know, temper their change. They always have to go the exact opposite with it.
Yes. No matter what, chat, it's always going to suck.
Mm-hmm.
Just accept that life is terrible. And you will be taxed. All right, let me do a few of the super chats before they... Well, actually, they've already gotten out of hand, but such is life.
Yeah, I know. I think you missed 101. I forgot that my role was
damn
supposed
it,
to be
Mel! Why
101
didn't
today.
you point that out, you lazy cow?
I'm sorry.
You should be. What's the one from Ornukes? I caught that one.
Okay, that was the one. I believe.
There you go. Draken for 500 warp tokens. Arch, what kind of gremlin did you drag here today? And where's Fish? Fish is out molesting Moose Man. And this is Ava.
Hello.
I was going to use her for legal things, but we've gotten sidetracked on other things. Topics that I expected to last like 10 minutes are now lasted a little over an hour, but that's how life is. We were stuck reminiscing on the glories of slavery. Kaigari, 500 warp tokens. The benevolent King Art has not only rebuked loneliness this couple days, he hath summoned himself a dragonette wolf girl and a better smelling Lumi. Oh my god. Ava, are you Mexican too?
I'm not Mexican, but I did for 2 years I lived on a sailboat and I was sailing around the Sea of Cortez, so I know how to speak Spanish and stuff. I'm an honorary Spaniard.
Sea Mexican.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. The dreaded sea Mexican.
Teus becomes a member. Thank you very much, sir. Momo Oko, bring us the elf. The elf is here. For Tolkadia, I'm sad I just finished Menace Early Access. Yes, I probably don't have too much left either. That's a bit depressing. A lot of opossums. Hi, Art. I was wondering if you could do a video about the Dreadnought Chiron. He was a lamenter, and I believe he was the last one. Also, could you do more videos about famous dreadnoughts? Thank you. Maybe. I'll keep it in mind. Marksman, put the elf in a
Oh,
jar.
I did put something in the side chat for you.
That's cruel.
Of course, someone finally said to put me in a jar. I was wondering when it was going to happen.
Why would we put the elf in the jar? Would that not be
Do
cruel?
you want to join me in the jar? It's really comfortable. Nice and warm. I only farted a few times.
Oh, okay, then no.
Wait, you actually have an animation of me being filled up in the jar. When did you add that?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yo?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I did.
Duh. Okay, continue on with the super chats. There's too many of them. I don't want to be distracting. But Arch, you're horrible.
You were the one who said you wanted to be in the jar. I just put you there.
Ugh.
Marksman, has the elf seen your new animation of Mal in the Jar for your dono alert? Oh, little Californian elf, tell Arch about Johnny Somali now, how much he has fucked himself. It's almost an art form of self-destruction.
Oh my god. Yeah, Johnny Somali. TLDR, he's a nuisance streamer who would go around Southeast Asian countries like Japan and stuff, and he'd go in the train and stuff and scream near Hiroshima, Nagasaki and stuff. Then he went to South Korea, fucked up a whole bunch, and now he's facing 12 years in prison for basically just being a jackass. And there's your Johnny Somali TLDR.
As he should. And that donation is for the Class of 09 sequel fund, which is good. We need to fund that so that we can watch the aggressive lesbians fight some more. Lumi loves
Damn,
feet.
they took out claws with that.
They did. Hail Arch Chat, thanks to your generous and numerous foot cheese donations, Lum will be making a full recovery from dying by next week. Ah, foot cheese. Marksman. Arch, you are wrong about the strike. SAG has unionized workforce, and it's that workforce that is threatening to strike against SAG for better contracts. This strike would shut down SAG, freeze Hollywood in the process. Well, that sounds like a good thing. I don't want them to keep making stuff. In fact, I'd like they stopped. Tommy Lee, Art, I know you have a fund for Doom 2016, but they're going to finish Doom the Dark Ages. Doom Dark Ages, if it needs funding again, if not Doom 2016. Probably not, because it got boring, honestly. It got boring. Upsettingly boring. I'll put it in 2016. And Death, wait, Arch, why isn't the Lords of the Fallen fun on screen, and what is it at? Because I don't know if there's enough appetite for it yet. Tick tick boom, America fucks over expats too, but it only really kicks in if you return. If you go passport, bro, don't come back. Yeah, I suppose moving to a country that simply just doesn't have an extradition treaty would work. Just ignoring them. Keep sending you letters. You owe this much taxes.
Only 3.
No.
there's only 3 countries in the United States you could go to that doesn't have some kind of extradition treaty. And it's Russia and 3 other countries that I can't name.
That's the sad part. John Adams, help us push Doom 2016 over the line. That is wise, yes. Enlist chat's help. Chat is mighty once it is determined to fund something. That's why they usually fund the milking farm books in a day. Reverend Norse, Amal, ElfpireEva, great guest, Arch, well done. Well, Amal is property now, so she just comes on when required anyway, so.
Yeah, he told me last
How
night
did
that
that
Lum
happen?
was not a nice word I can see on YouTube. And so therefore it's okay, fine, I'll join.
Yaska, elf tubers are best tubers.
We try.
12 Doug, please, God, no trailer fund. No. The trailer must be seen by more eyes. It must corrupt the souls of those who can best value its beauty. Robert Cabaret, hey Arch, one would you try to get rid of your orc invitation or try to turn into freeboot to mercenaries? 2, do you plan to do a new military campaign hypotheticals like the Taiwan invasion video came out in 2024? I would like to, but they're way too much work. They're way too much work. And Yankush the Great, I got my Lotus Eaters coffee cup. Congratulations. Now you can drink directly from Sargon.
I'm not sure how appetizing drinking from Sargon would be, but
You shut your mouth.
mean-
He's a very appetizing gentleman to drink from.
Fire is the answer.
Could get the coffee cup with that, and then get the body pillow of him. That would be a nice combination.
Yes. Yes, it would be.
I wish I got the body pillow, but I was a teenager in high school and I didn't have the money, and I thought that'd be kind of weird if I got it. But now I kind of wish I got it just for the lulz.
Disgusting little simp mouth.
do it all for the lulz.
Yes, I am a sim.
Dark Resurrect. Someone ban this man. I agree. Someone ban him now. Yaska, boo, bad joke. I pulled it at work stand-up. Approved. It's a great joke. Oh, Chickador, for the dad joke. Thank you. Thomas Watson. Which military branch should Amal join in case of war? The Marines, because he's a jarhead. That is a good one.
That is pretty good.
And there would be many men around to help fill the jar.
Oh,
Okay.
God damn. And of course, then the super chat notification goes off with the jar being filled. God damn it.
And Marine Alva, a moment of silence for today is the anniversary of the tragedy of our Irish brothers who were slain by Al Capone on his orders. The Irish? Did the Irish aggress upon the Irish? Wasn't Al Capone Irish? Maybe he's Italian. Who knows?
Capone was Italian.
Well, there you go. Mercenary, hi, elf lawyer. Want Lumi in a dog suit in Japan? You don't need
I'm
any
sorry,
context
what?
for that. Yeah, that's entirely normal. Entirely normal. I suppose we should finally get to one of the actual, legalistic topics, as we have a couple today. This one, the Steam lawsuit. Valve faced 900 million lawsuit over PC monopoly claims following UK tribunal ruling. Yes, that's right. The United Kingdom, which is currently hard at work in ruining Discord, is hard at work trying to ruin Steam as well. Why? Because the British fucking hate you. That's why.
Yeah, look, I don't look. I'm Irish and American. Those are like my two things, and I'm telling you right now, you don't hate the UK enough. You think you do, but you don't.
I'm an Anglophile. I can't hate the UK. I just cry for it.
The British are giving people a lot of reasons to hate it right now. And the worst part is, okay, so I kind of sympathize in part because I do believe there are several de facto monopolies that should probably be, if not broken up, then given a solid beating at the very least. Google, for one, absolutely. Apple, oh hell yes.
Don't get me started on that one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because these are, in effect, monopolies. They don't fulfill the traditional definition, but they are.
Google does. A court has fucking ruled that Google is, by definition, a monopoly. And in response to, what are you going to do, the court system, to break up this monopoly? They said they're not going to do anything. So they've ruled that Google is a monopoly, but they have given no enforcement action to follow it up. So it's just absolutely fucked.
All right, well, there you go.
Shit.
And I can even see the argument for Steam, because Steam has, I don't know the percentage, but it's a fucking huge slice of the gaming market. But the problem is, how did Steam gain that huge slice? By just being good. That's the thing. Steam just exists. It doesn't bother with politics 98% of the time. It doesn't get involved in drama or anything. It's just there to give you access to your video games. Like, it literally, Steam...
But you also have to, exactly, that's kind of a big thing, too. It's not like, let's look at, like, the classic monopoly, right? Standard Oil. Mm-hmm. They own everything. They own all of and they're charging for everything. Steam is hosting other platforms, developers and stuff, their content, and they do it for a fee, but a lot of the money that you pay for a game goes to the developer. It doesn't go to Valve. It doesn't go to Steam. And so in that respect, it's not even close to a monopoly. It is a platform that hosts multiple companies worth of stuff. Okay, they've managed to centralize that, but they've not monopolized it in the way that people are trying to claim that it has.
Mm-hmm. And again, like, Steam basically solved piracy for video games because it provided a platform that was so convenient, so easy to use, so unobtrusive to use as well, and with frequent deep sales down to 60, 70, 80%, that people just use it now. And it's kind of just nice. Now, I don't want Steam to lose its monopoly status, honestly, because it's never really aggressed upon me.
Exactly. A monopoly usually has to aggress upon the consumer in some way. Steam doesn't do that.
Yeah.
It never has done that, as far as I'm aware. And any time that it's even stepped in the direction of starting to, Gabe Newell comes out of fucking nowhere, fires a bunch of people, and says absolutely not, and puts the ship back on course, so to speak.
Yes, and now there is also the counter argument as well, right? So, is Steam monopoly? Not quite, but it's definitely trending in that direction. And the only reason why it's okay is because of this man. And unfortunately, his veins are 98% saturated fat.
Trick or treat.
Like, his blood is like butter.
Yeah, at this point, like, I'm not surprised if he wouldn't start, like, going through some, like, transhuman transformation where it just becomes, like, the blob thing from Star Wars, Jabba the Hutt.
You know what? I'll
Like,
fucking,
and
I'll fund
age
that.
and weight and health can only do so much.
Listen,
Before
increase
it's
the
gonna
price.
catch up with you, and you're going down.
Increase the price of all games on Steam by 10%, and then just slush that 10% into a fund to find out a way to make Gabe immortal. Okay?
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of people
I'm
would
going
actually
to,
be
look,
okay
I'm
with
going
that.
to fund that.
Yeah. I think the
Yeah, 'cause
majority of
everyone
people
keeps
would be on
talking
board.
about. Yeah, because everyone
Yeah,
keeps
he's one
talking
of the
about
few
fact
people
that
I'd be
as
like,
soon as
look,
he's
I'm
gone-
all right with making Gabe a vampire.
Hmm.
You know, I don't usually say that. People usually go crazy, but I think he could handle it, and it would give him more immortality.
Like, listen, we're probably gonna have to do something like really fucking weird, right? We're probably gonna have to like hook him up to some computers and shit, and just his head in a
Oh my
fucking glass jar or something.
Do some Futurama shit.
Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna end up with. But I'm fine with that too, just so long as Gabe can continue to be a presence, and every time Steam tries to become the evil monster, we just boot him up so he can go, no.
Oh my god, wait a minute. Isn't there a comic book series? I swear to god, there's a Marvel comic book series where that's what one of the villains does, is like they want to keep Tony Stark around, so they just keep his head. It's like one of the ones that takes place in the future and stuff, and they just keep Tony Stark's head around for when they need it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. But I would be okay with it in this situation.
Absolutely. Because, again, yes, no, the fear and the likely situation is absolutely that the moment that fat motherfucker falls dead, Steam's going to sell itself to Microsoft or Google or whoever bids the highest, and it's going to be like a
Or we'll make some
$20
stupid
billion
decision, yeah.
deal.
But people have been talking about
Yeah,
this for a
big
very
time.
long time about like what's going to happen after he's dead. Surely he's aware of this. Like, hopefully he has something in his will to like give it to someone.
I
know he's got
imagine he has a
son,
line
but
of
I have-
succession in place.
Yeah, because like
I
know,
imagine
I've
that,
heard
but
his
the
son
issue
isn't
is-
best.
Yeah, the issue is we've already had like the warning signs of showing that without Gabe, Steam is willing to do some pretty fucked up shit.
Yes. Steam would transform into a completely different platform. And all we can hope is that he has like maybe like a trustee board of people or something that all share his opinions and sentiments, and that will have to like run the company when he eventually keels over.
Gabe Newell needs his legate Lanius to take over and keep Steam strong.
Yeah, because I heard his kid is not the best, and so like I don't exactly want his son to get it.
Yeah, I don't.
Generally,
I really hope we're
I'm
not
for
naming successors just based on blood. That'd be bad.
Yeah, like I hopefully he has somebody like a friend or somebody who's been in the company for a long time, somebody that's actually trustworthy, who maybe not be might not be as perfect as he is, but somebody that can carry the torch and make sure it carries on. Because he has to know that there's sharks in the water waiting to just strike as soon as he's gone.
Oh yeah,
And
he's
he has
not
to know
feel
how
them
much
down.
goodwill
He knows
he
they're there.
has. Yeah, and like that's like people like the state. Obviously, the Switch dominates the handheld market. At least it used to. But everybody likes the Steam Deck. People have been kind of joking about the GameCube. But I can kind of see that going over well. Depending on what the price point is, and it's definitely I think it's a good thing to do, based off what I know about it. And then with the whole Discord dying thing, apparently Steam has their own versions of like chat and voice chat as well that they are like kind of similar to. So like they're moving into different markets and to be better versions of these like shittier things. And you can make the argument that's kind of a monopoly move in a way to try to make their tendrils grow out even further. But these are all good alternatives for already shitty products. So I don't exactly want Steam to fail.
Yeah, and
Yeah, big time now.
Nathan Cassidy there from a super chat pointed out something good. It's not that Steam is a monopoly, it's that the rest of the competitions are very bad at making a viable option and an audience that refuse to move. So, like, it kind of, I don't know how much of the market it owns, but it owns a lot. But I think the last point is the most important, because you have Tim Sweeney and Epic trying to get people to move, right? And they've been trying for a very long time. But here's the thing. Gamers are actually really, really fucking loyal people when it comes down to it. Valve has never fucked them. He's always treated them well. He's always helped them out. He's given them all of the tools they require, all of the comfort, all of the ease of access, all of the games, all of the sales they want. And so they are loyal to Steam. And that's why Epic Games, even though they're literally giving away games, can't get people to move because that loyalty literally outweighs it. Not
a big
because people
problem
fucking
too
hate
is
Fortnite.
these other companies don't understand Epic Games and Fortnite. But the big companies don't understand that what Steam provides is more than just a downloading / social platform. That's what they think Steam has on them, and they try to implement, Ubisoft Connect, EA Games and their manager, Epic Games and their sub, GOG Games. There's so many Steam-like platforms I can name, but none of them get them right in the same way that Steam does because they're not focused on the community. They're focused on just taking the community. I mean, I don't think any of these other platforms have the Steam Workshop. Even for games they don't fucking produce, they have an entire modding community for just about every game out there that supports mods.
Yes, and nobody has been willing to do what needs to be done in order to compete effectively and aggressively with Steam. The only one that was thinking about doing it was, ironically, Electronic Arts Origin. So Origin is now these days known as just a terrible, bumbling fucking platform because it was a terrible, bumbling fucking platform. But they
oh my
were in a
god,
position,
I forgot about Origin.
They're in a position to be one of the first big Steam competitors. And if they'd moved into the market and said, okay, what makes us different from Steam is that we are going to charge digital prices for digital products. You're not going to pay the make-up premium anymore of $60 for manufacturing, transportation, storage sites, place in shops, etc. That was their opportunity to compete by basically going, yeah, no, video games are going to cost $30 on our platform. But they didn't have the balls to do it because they thought, oh, but money short term.
Yeah, the only
I-
reason why we have the $60, $70 price tag left over from games that you could purchase in the 90s, by the way, like literally a new copy of Super Mario Nintendo 64 was around $55, $60. That was all the physical production stuff. That was all the packaging, the actual cartridges and stuff like that. How we did not see prices lower when we went almost fully digital is beyond me.
Well, that wasn't supposed to be the argument for digital. Was that the prices were supposed to be lowered when they did, and they just didn't
that
happen.
was the argument. Yeah.
And with
Yep.
that stuff, which
Never
I've
happened.
never really been a fan of digital.
In fact, prices
because-
are going up, if anything.
Yeah. Because like with digital, like they can take your game almost any time. Like there's already been stories about like the PlayStation deleting games. Granted, they were kind of like because they lost like their rights to host the game, on their platform. Steam could possibly face the exact same thing if Gabe gets dies and gets thrown out by somebody. In that case, so plus with digital, you have the physical copy. Yeah, it rots with time, but at least it's still physical. You used to be able to get like a really cool like pamphlet to go with it, like the map of the game.
Yeah, my
and
Skyrim.
like little like art stuff as well with it too. Though granted, you don't get that anymore.
Yeah,
which is
my only
unfortunate.
game I ever pre-ordered and actually had a physical copy of, that I bought when I was like 10 years old, 11/11/11. I went to the midnight fucking release of Skyrim. And it came with the pamphlet, it had the physical disc, it had the little map of all Skyrim, and that was awesome as hell. But that was the last time that I ever had anything physical in terms of purchasing my media.
Oh, really? Because I try to buy physical like all the time. Because I just like actually having that with me. Now, granted, I know there's like the Switch is doing this whole thing with like the digital keys. And then even if you do get the one that's a non-digital key, you have to like update the game to be able to play it. As well, even though you have the physical copy of the game right there. So buying physical is getting less and less justifiable these days, unfortunately. But it's at this point for me, it's still a matter of principle.
I mean, what I do is it's similar, only I don't have the physical disc. What I'll do, I don't do it anymore because I don't live on a sailboat anymore. But I would actually download most of my games that are like single player or whatever, and then I would download the no CD cracks or the Steam offline starter, whatever. I would download the exe from a pirated version of a game I owned because often when you're on a boat and there's no internet, I don't want to have to log in to play on, offline Red Dead Redemption 2. So even
yeah,
though I
that's
own the game,
understandable.
I have to fucking pirate it.
That's such bullshit.
That is the world in which we live. And, well, it's going to come down to basically the UK's shitty court system as to whether or not this goes ahead. But even if it does, Steam is already so dominant that I don't even know if it'll matter, to the point where, very interestingly, Blizzard released Diablo 2 Resurrected out of nowhere, mind you. Virtually no funfair, just like, oh, hey,
On
yeah.
Steam.
Yeah, we're just going to remaster
Wow.
Diablo 2 with a new class, and we're going to release it on Steam. Really? That's a lot of...
You know what they fucking did? I guarantee you. This is pure speculation. But I bet they watched Bethesda re-release Oblivion and went, oh, we can do that with Diablo 2. And that's what they fucking did. I honestly think that this is their reaction to the Oblivion remaster that Bethesda came out with last year. Because a remaster doesn't take nearly as long as, making the game from scratch. So I imagine they could polish that out pretty quickly.
Yeah, because it was... I saw it to begin with, and I was genuinely confused as to what the hell this was. It was some kind of joke, but no. They smashed it out there, put it up on Steam of all platforms out of nowhere, and just dumped it. It's like, yep, no, that's it. That's all. Very weird move, and maybe
Damn,
it was
for
like
$40, huh?
Yeah, like the price tag is
I'm sorry. I don't think Diablo 2, even remastered, is quite worth 40.
Well, the problem is, I think I just played Diablo 2. Honestly, I don't know what the remaster would truly offer. Like, okay, it's slightly prettier, all right, meh, and one new class that doesn't look that appealing. I don't know. I feel like this is something they would actually have done better with trying to hype up more to try and get people excited, because I'm not really excited for Diablo 2 remastered.
Yeah, this seems like something more for like my generation who missed it because we're young and didn't actually have the original one already downloaded with us. So like this would be appealing. Like, because to me, I look at this and like, okay, this actually looks fun. It looks nice. Like, if this just got released, had some hype, and it wasn't Blizzard, then I would probably say that it'd be worth the $40. But since it's a remaster of a game that actually a lot of people already have, I'm assuming you can probably go download the original Diablo 2 for cheaper or free, depending on your source, already out there.
I've
and
only
not
ever
have to
played
give
Diablo
Blizzard
2.
the money.
Saga.
So,
You ignorant slut.
that would be better off. But for like people like me, or especially younger, like any teenagers in high school, this is probably appealing for them, because they don't know, they never actually experienced this. Also, you have a $50 super chat.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, maybe this is just for the fucking Gen
Fraynor.
Alphas. Disgusting.
Okay, listen here, buddy.
We're not Gen Alpha though, thankfully.
No, we're Gen Z, but I actually remember I've only ever played
Heresy's the
Diablo
question.
2 because this was
Fire
the
is the
game that we
answer.
had to get working on our local area network in my computer class in high school.
Yeah. Freyna Lotta for $50. Thank you very much, sir. They remastered Diablo 2 like half a year ago. They just released the Warlock class cat campaign. They did, didn't they? But was that the, like, remaster? Because wasn't this like a new edition or something? I'm confused now. I'm confused. Cat campaign. And Freda Lotta, you've been supporting me a lot recently, and you're new. I recognize you. You've just been around for a few months. I like you. You are what all of the supporters should aspire to be. Consider yourself special.
You got the special points.
Yes. And you're supporting the cat campaign, which makes you even more special.
Well, okay, what is the cat campaign? Are you doing a D&D campaign where you're cats?
No, I am doing a Vampire the Masquerade campaign where they play vampire Nazis.
I
Yeah.
heard about though. Oh wow, okay.
I'm gonna be a cat girl.
Okay, so okay. I'm getting Helsing Ultimate Abridged vibes. Hardcore.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, to a certain extent.
Chat. Mal thought Helsing was boring. Yell at her. Yell at her now.
Wait, you thought
never
Helsing like the anime was boring or the abridged was boring?
Attack.
I never finished Ultimate. I still have to finish it. But like
That's
my
fair.
okay. In my opinion, okay, let me defend myself real quick. So for two things. One, I'm a woman, okay, I have a vagina, and so therefore constant blood being shoved in my face all the time just gets boring. Like, it's gory for like no
Yeah.
reason except for being gory. And I
will
find that
give you it's
appealing.
gratuitous.
Yeah, and like I don't find that disgusting, but I do get bored of it because it's supposed to be, it should be gory for impact, like a tragic death scene, or like see paralyzed, or like something that like harms them permanently and affects them, not just like blood 24/7 there. So that okay, and there's the number two is that I'm tired of like Nazis bad, because like it was great. Nazis are bad, okay? Nazis are bad for the record, okay? But I'm seeing so much.
Chat,
I've
you guys
seen
gotta
so
clip that.
much.
You have
Okay,
to clip that.
I've seen so much media of Nazis being bad and evil, which they are, but it gets old after a long time.
There's actually a running gag between me and my dad. I'll look to him and be like, it's always the Nazis, right? because you're right. There's so much Nazis bad, or like just it ends up being the bad guys are Nazis, where there was no even indication that the Nazis were involved. All of a sudden, Nazis. So yeah, I kind of get it.
Yeah, and I get it's an older anime, and it actually has a unique premise. Obviously, Nazi vampires is actually unique. Like, the only time I've ever seen it was the original campaign, and when I watched the original campaign, I didn't know of
Service
Hellsing, so,
guarantees
like, to me, that
citizenship.
was actually unique. But, like, and the campaign, the Nazis are morally gray, let's say, versus this is, they're bad because they're Nazis, and it's just like, okay, well,
Yeah, there are nuanced ways to approach like the Nazis, other than just being the bad guys, because like it started out as a political party, okay, and I guarantee you, not everyone was immediately evil when they said, "Hey, this looks kind of neat." No, it had to have progressed to that point. I feel.
That was one of the most interesting turnarounds I've ever seen in chat. First, they were like, she thinks Helsing is boring, seal the jar forever. And then she's like, the Nazis were misunderstood, so I unsealed the jar.
That's okay. I did not say they were misunderstood. Okay, I just said I'm tired of the media. I'm tired of that.
I'm
Like,
tired
I
of
don't want to
Nazis
say trope.
being the bad guys. It's about time we're the good guys for a change. I mean, what?
I did not say that. I did not say that. Chat. She did.
I know.
It's the
Bringing it back
gatekeeper
to
meme.
the VTM campaign, despite the fact that all of my characters in every campaign I played is a vampire, a dampire of some kind, I've never done a Vampire Masquerade campaign.
That's because most of the time Vampire the Masquerade is a terrible fucking game system.
What does it use?
Well, the new version doesn't have any rules for combat, for example. So
What the fuck?
you resolve combat by
that immediately makes me angry.
yeah, you roll a is it D10, D6, D20 or something like that, and you just determine the entire combat with a single dice roll.
Are you kidding me? Oh, that is disgusting. Yeah, that's really gross.
Yeah, so I've had to reinvent quite a lot of those things. There we go, D10s. Yeah, so
Damn,
D10s.
that's annoying. And it's a D10 system, okay. I mean, I'm alright with D10 systems. I don't like them particularly as much as a D20 for some reason. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It's because I'm doing a Witcher campaign right now. And I don't understand the math or the DCs at all. Like, I'll get an exploding crit, and all of a sudden I'm doing numbers that just don't make sense on a D10 system.
Yeah,
I will be right back. By the way,
you may
enjoy
go,
my cat
pellet.
girl. Ugh.
This is why I actually really loved the Rogue Trader and the 40k
Are
RPG
you
system in
ready to
general,
wreck this
and the
yellow
Warhammer
mare's
one, because they just use a
buttery
D100, just percentage-based dice.
Okay.
Very nice, very easy to learn, very simple to get into, very easy to understand what you're doing and what you're not doing. It's an excellent system I quite like. Whilst Mal is pelleting, I might as well get through a few more of these. Eric Just, question, what did you think about the Epstein hearing? No idea. I haven't paid attention.
You're gonna have to be more specific on that one.
Nasco Nicola,
Kids,
hi
there's a
Arch.
lot of Epstein hearings.
Ava and Amal, teach Ava about the Eldar and ask her which Asp.
I
Where
already
does she
know
want
about the
efforts?
Eldar. Space Elves rule, first of all.
Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery buttery?
There you go. Space Elf's good.
Acting like I don't know about the Eldar. Come on.
Stephen von Felsenborn. Argentina has a lot of stuff that they'd be able to use. One thing they don't have, however, is the Falklands. Suck it, Archie boys.
Oh my god.
That's a bit cruel. Tanushi, AI can be used to adapt open source and public domain stories and tales into modern movies. And once these releases rival outcompete films, it's over. Yeah. Quite potentially. Mercenaries anyone also just filled out my 7th ID theft police report. Stop stealing other people's ideas, mercenary. Silly. Beardmaster, I can't wait when we come full circle and a scam company uses IRL footage and sells it as their hyper-advanced AI video generator. Yes. I want to see that.
I think that's actually already happened.
Marine Alva, just take the Disney original animations, put it into an AI reality filter. Don't even bother with the live-action remakes. Yeah, honestly, just like take the original classics, upscale them a little bit, make them a little smoother.
Do you know how amazing it would have been to see like a The Lion King remake actually do that instead of like, look, I'm sorry, the Mufasa being dead means nothing to me in the live action because I'm looking at the soulless eyes of a lion. You can't really convey any kind of like emotion or tone with that. So yeah, absolutely. Just like apply the animations of the characters into something updated, not necessarily exactly live action.
Yeah. Zontar, Team Canada made all the Sweden seethe. You're welcome. Thank you. I hate the Swedes. Frenalosa, Hollywood burned all our favorite franchises. AI is now invading them. Do they think we will help them? Cat campaign. We will not. We will piss upon them as they burn. Maybe not even that. Eric, just question. How much to make Amal do her best Jackie Early Hale Ross Shark impression? And read Rockshark's journals.
Who that what is.
For the Watchmen comic. Yeah, Mal has never read Watchmen. You haven't even watched the movie. She's Mal. She has no culture.
I don't know any of that. Yeah, sorry.
I have watched, I've watched the movie and I've seen, I think, a couple issues of the comics, but not much.
Mal is an uncultured swine.
Unfortunately, yes.
The malcontent. More YouTubers trying to break into theaters. I'm shocked that HoloLive or VTubers aren't making movies using mocap, bringing Iron Mouse's songs. I'm sure they're probably thinking about doing that. Or planning about doing that.
I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't a... I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't a production going on behind the scenes right now. Because I've seen a lot of stuff with like fan-made mocap stuff. Like there's a creator who actually recreated some scenes from James Cameron's Avatar using a home mocap setup, and it's like, wow, this is actually impressive.
Yes. Like, the only problem with it is, if you make a movie, now you're making a commitment to, like, a wider release, the movie, etc. And the problem with a lot of... VTubing is that they're made by women, and women are unpredictable. They quit, they have crash outs, they say crazy shit. Do you really want to bolt your brand that closely to that?
I feel personally attacked right now, but it's all true.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I look, there's it's just a matter of doing math, and you can see, what is it, the average VTuber's career is like 3 years, maybe.
Yeah, and so it's like, okay, do you really want to... Okay, so you commit yourself to a film project, it's huge, it costs millions, you're establishing a cinematic universe here, basically, and you've got a good, 10-15% chance that one of the characters is going to have a public fucking crash out and is going to be cancelled over something insane. You've got another
really stupid too.
Like if you're a particular fish and you're really stressed out about FazeCon, you might make some mistakes because your talents are acting a little retarded.
Yeah. And the blowout fucking drama that happens as well in these communities occasionally, it doesn't sound like it's necessarily a great idea.
But yeah, no, I agree.
It has risks. Marine Elva, I'm all for YouTube replacing Hollywood. I don't want YouTube to become Hollywood. Well, too fucking late. Too fucking late.
I smell your feet.
Who's that? Oh, there we go. So we've become Hollywood, but somehow we've become worse
Service
as well.
guarantees citizenship.
Okay? Because,
Oh.
I mean, Hollywood is producing a lot of shit. Meanwhile, the streaming world is right now producing near exclusively loud, angry, black young men.
I mean,
I-
that is what Johnny Somali was.
And I don't know if this is an improvement.
Women or black men, pick your poison.
Actually, I have a link of something. It's just a clip, but it's like one of these situations where a thing that I think is pretty disgusting and dangerous is a lot of streamers have decided, hey, you know what I should do? I should drive around while my stream is on, and it's causing people to do really stupid shit, including this clip. I'm hoping I can find real quick. This guy is at a light. He makes a right turn, and he legitimately full commits, just fucking runs into a parked car. Oh my god, chat. Oh no, I got in a crash for, engagement farming and stuff. It's really gross. You see why I bring it up?
I mean, people have crashed their fucking planes for engagement farming, so why not?
Oh, that did happen. I forgot about that.
Loud black men or Frogan. Chat, pick your poison. Can you swallow Frogan? That's a mighty big pill.
I don't think
That's-
anyone can swallow something that big.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no one who can do that.
Not even Bonnie Blue can.
So, yeah, I think streaming has already entered its fucking awful phase. Again, listen.
I think
This-
it's been here for a while.
Pains me to say, obviously, for clear nationalist reasons, but that fucking piece of shit Swede was probably as good as it got. Like, everything's probably downhill from here. I'm sorry. I don't want to say it either, but I look at reality.
Unfortunately, I have to agree as well. I never actually got into PewDiePie because I just never found his content interesting. I preferred Markiplier and Jacksepticeye myself when it came to like that kind of content there.
Finally, Mal is correct about something.
But like I also
Oh,
can
Jesus.
respect I respect what he did to the space. Like he was the number one YouTuber for the longest time. He could completely, remade content creation and how it works. This whole thing with T-Series, like I subscribed to him when the whole T-Series drama happened, back in like what, 2018, 2019, because I just wanted to say fuck you to them. Because I like I wanted to support him.
I remember the
like-
T-Series stuff.
Like it's just like, and he got the bag, right? He's got the wife, he got the kid, he was able to move to Japan. Like he just kind of fucks around and plays with Linux and lives his own life. Like he is the epitome of like what a lot of men
One of my
aspire to
favorite things
be.
I've seen with him, he was like, hey, I'm just going to start drawing once a day for like 15 minutes and record it. And he showed a lot of people that it's honestly just consistency and dedication when it comes to learning to draw and stuff like that. A bunch of people, of course, get mad at him. But like, yeah, the dude, I think, pretty much won the internet, quote unquote.
100%. There's very few people that can survive for very long times in content creation because usually the skeletons come out eventually, or some sort of drama kills them, or plenty or multiple dramas kill them. It's very rare for one to be able to survive for multiple years and then also get out of it scot-free, essentially, and live their best life.
I fucking got it. He's on the Epstein list. That motherfucker.
If-
Wait, what?
That will be the drama. Jesus, yes,
That'll be the what? Now, wouldn't that be crazy?
That'll be the thing. Because he can't be this clean. He can't just leave like that. He must be.
Actually, that's the messed up thing. That's the twist. He is on the list, but he's one of the victims.
Oh,
That's the twist.
God damn
Wait,
it.
no, I don't want him to be a victim.
Right now, I have a vivid mental image of PewDiePie bent over a bag getting anally fucked by Epstein.
See,
It's-
don't do that. No,
It's not,
he
not
doesn't
a
deserve
pleasant
that.
image, really.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you agree because I know you hate the sweet so much.
Epstein leaning in over his back, whispering into his ear, "Fake scream for me."
You write so much gay fan fiction. I honestly question your sexuality.
Ah, I didn't want to tell you this, chat, but that's where we are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand he's a Swede, okay? So obviously there's something mentally wrong with him, and now we just know why. But again, he was probably as good as it was because we had him. Now we just have this, okay?
Oh God.
And I mean, this guy, this motherfucker right
fucking hell.
here. You can
Soulless.
zoom in on the eyes.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, look.
like and the
Between
smile.
this dude and fucking PewDiePie, I'm sorry. I'm taking PewDiePie every day.
like
come
I'll
on.
take AI slop over Mr. Beast.
this
yeah, no,
motherfucker
for
isn't
real.
in the Epstein files. He fucking made them.
Actually, no, that's the thing. Epstein was found in the Mr. Beast files.
Yep. Epstein is but a chapter in this man's life. The entire Epstein
was
Island
cold,
was
so
just a
is
Mr.
Deadeye.
Beast game.
Little St. James is more like Little Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Like there we've finally solved the mystery. The entirety of Epstein Island was literally just a Mr.
Well,
Beast
actually,
game.
holy shit. Are you ready for this? For this conspiracy? Little St. James. James is just another name for Jimmy. Mr. Beast's name is Jimmy. Boom, I've cracked the code.
No.
I cracked the code, everyone.
And it makes perfect sense. Like, look at the island, you know, the guards to keep secrecy, the little temple to obviously serve as like a central gathering point for filming the videos. Yeah, no, there we go. Mr. Epstein is in the Mr. Beast files.
That right there just looks like the beginning of a Mr. Beast video. Like, he's
It
gonna
does.
come out of that door, and he's like, he's like, all right, guys, I bought an island and put 100 people on it. Who can survive the longest?
Yeah.
Do we actually know what that temple is used for? Like, was that revealed in the files at all?
I don't know.
Eating
but
kids,
it is really
probably.
creepy.
Ugh, this is so weird. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but looks like it belongs in Minecraft at the same time.
You know
I'm-
what people are now just starting to talk about is the ranch in New Mexico that Epstein had. He didn't just have an island. He had a 10,000-acre ranch in New Mexico.
Wait, really?
Yep, 100%.
What did he do there?
Hunted people through
the same
woods?
things he did on Epstein Island. Like, there's the... yeah, he recreated the classic novella, The World's Most Dangerous Game. That's all he did at that ranch.
I wouldn't doubt it for a fucking second. Not for a second.
I was
Mr.
apparently designed off a mosque.
Mr. Beast
This,
I
comes
kind of figured
outside.
that, but
I've released 100 kids on this island. Whoever fetches me the
No,
most wins.
No. Well,
Well,
see, he can't do
oh.
that anymore because they removed the Pokemon Go stop that was used to be on the island.
That's
So
how
they
he
wouldn't
got the
release
ranch.
kids without a Pokestop.
The ranch was the
Oh,
fucking
shit, you're
price
right.
in the Beast games.
God, that is
Oh my god.
gorgeous.
Yet his name is Mr. Beast, the Beast. I mean, this isn't rocket science here.
All we need to know. All we need now is to find the mark of a beast, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's on the Feastables. There you go, right there.
If you collect enough Feastables, it turns into a map that shows you the locations of the Beast files.
Oh Jesus Christ. You also have to douse the map in a bottle of prime energy.
This is a pretty wide-ranging conspiracy theory. You know, let's get on back to
there's
safer
the wrench, though.
ground. You know, something like
Yeah, let's do that.
Discord just wants your personal information.
Oh God.
You know, this is starting to look almost innocent now. And sure, they've also backtracked on the whole, like, we're not going to keep your data. We're going to keep your data now, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are 100%.
Yes, and then they'll experience a security breach.
Yep.
And that's how they recruit people for the next Mr. Beast game.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Yep, right here actually we have this and I'll bring it up for you because it has as a community note, so I'll put in the live links. But there is in the community note what I was talking about. While initially Discord may have never sent your data to their vendor after failure of a system being shown, i.e. face scan bypasses, they are swapping vendors to Persona, who does in fact receive and retain your data. So yeah, Discord's lying about that.
Excellent.
Will anybody be able to go after them for that lie? Like, would it be possible?
That's a good question.
'Cause I don't know the legality of that. Cause like, sure, I don't know who would even do it in the first place. Like, who's willing to have the balls and the money to be able to go after Discord for lying about collecting your
I think
personal
maybe
information?
there might be some FCC complaints you might be able to do. The issue is, if they were requiring specific groups of people to do this or whatever, it'd be a lot easier to open up a cause of action against them. But they're doing it like uniformly. So now we have to actually go on, well, can Discord actually be trusted with this information? Which I would argue is no. And so you would want to argue that with any regulators in the United States where Discord operates out of, and basically make an argument that, hey, they cannot be trusted to collect, retain, and gather this information, even if it is for child safety. It's going to, in fact, endanger everyone else. And on that point, setting every account automatically to the teenage experience is putting adults in teen spaces. What the fuck are you doing, Discord?
Yes, and they've also announced that for the people who have seen the age verification thing pop up, but some have, well, that's an experiment where they'll keep your information for 7 days and then delete it. Wink, wink.
Yeah, fuck no. Oh, hell no. This is so no.
And obviously
Well,
this
it's already
too.
been proven.
Heresy is the question.
Hey, go on, Mal.
Fire is the
Come on.
answer.
It's already been
Oh,
proven that
oh.
they obviously. I'm trying to speak. Fucking Swede. Anyway, they've already been proven that they can't be trusted already with what happened when they tried to put this in the UK and they lost the 70,000 people's IDs through that.
We
breach.
wish
So
it
the
was
president's already
70,000.
been- Oh, it's more
See,
than that?
they're trying to claim, Discord is claiming that is 70,000, but the hacker group associated with that leak says it's closer to 2.1 million. I think that you could probably split the difference there, but Discord is saying, no, it wasn't 2 million, it was only 70,000. I'm sorry, I don't really believe them.
Okay, yeah, so there's already I mean, 70,000 is already a ton of people, but then like 2.1 million, Jesus Christ. Okay,
Yeah.
brain cannot compute big number. So there's already a precedent there, I feel like, that they could use. Obviously, they're doing this whole trial thing for the 7 days, and then they're putting things in T spaces. Like, I feel like there is I mean, you're the lawyer here, so I feel like there is a case here. Just somebody has to have the money to do so.
Oh no,
The
Animate
issue is-
Acumen! Late! What
I
did
was
I
a-
miss? You missed the Beast files! You must hurry and find the Beast files.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Get those
actually cracked the
Feastables.
code. We like wide open. Mr. Beast, your day's a number. Time's up, man. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, the issue here is I'm not really aware of any causes of action that even like in California, there's some things that you might be able to report in California. The fact that you don't believe that they can retain the data safely and stuff like that. But then it's up to the regulators. It's up to the people that we already don't trust to do their job and put Discord in line. So in light of that, I don't think there's a whole lot that can be done here from like an individual perspective. So in terms of civil action, I don't think much can happen. It would need to
Yeah.
be actual government regulatory action that could
United versus
happen
the
from
government.
enough reports, but it has to be them.
Yeah. So basically, the only alternative is for people to pick an alternative platform to replace Discord and just let Discord die off.
Yeah, that's pretty
And the
much the
pl-
biggest one.
honestly,
Because let's say they roll back what they wanted to do, right? Because so many people are leaving their platform. At that point, people should just continue to leave because they're just going to try and do the frog in the boiling pond of water, right? They're going to try and walk it back enough, make you comfortable enough, and then wait maybe a year and a half or 2 years before trying the same goddamn thing again.
Oh yeah, they're going to boil the frog. They're going to, because they've already said it here. Oh, most people won't happen to this. You know, you won't notice, and that's what's going to happen. Most people won't see it, and then they'll put it out to 1%, and after a few months, they'll put it out to another 1%, and so on and so on. Over the course of like 3 or 4 years, everybody will be signed up to it.
Yep. People need to decide what's going to be the alternative because right now a lot of people are going to different places. Like I know my mods are looking at Matrix for our replacement here. I know you said you're going to be going to like what
We're looking at Aura or Aurora or something like that. Valor. I'm
Okay.
sorry, I was completely wrong. I was looking at Valor.
And then I've been seeing some other ones being passed around. Obviously, people talk about TeamSpeak, the Steam chats, and then there's a couple other ones I've been seeing, but no one has the internet has not made a consensus of where they're gonna go. Because at the end of the day, people are gonna be using the platform that has the most amount of people on it to connect. They're not gonna want to make 5 different accounts for 5 different alternative platforms that are shittier versions of Discord, that have nobody really audit.
But I think that's
even
what's
if
going to
they have
end
a
up
favorite
happening.
creator.
Because before Discord got popular, like during my formative teenage years, before it was formed, there was let's see here, TeamSpeak, Ventrilo, Mumble, fucking there was I can name like 5 or 6 different. Yeah, remember? And everyone had to sign up for all these different accounts until finally Discord came along. And then that's but I think what's going to happen is you're going to see growing pains as people move out of Discord and find all these other apps until eventually at some point, maybe a year, maybe more, I don't know, but a platform's going to come out and it's going to be the decided replacement for Discord.
I guess that is technically possible, but I guess it depends on what happens because the internet culture from that time period versus now is completely different. I mean, convenience
That's
has always
true.
been king, but it's on a whole different level now as everything has been so uh so monopolized. Like there's YouTube for videos, Twitch is for streaming, though everybody knows that Twitch is dead. Obviously Kick's becoming a competitor in that case, but it's kind of an outlier there. Twitter
Heresy's
was
the
dying until
question.
Elon Musk
Fire
bought
is
it,
the answer.
and no matter how many people made alternatives for it, didn't work out. Even with YouTube when its mass censorship days, that didn't work out for those alternative platforms either. Like alternatives don't survive. It requires a ton of money and investment, like Kick has.
An alternative will only survive with the death of the main replacement. For instance, like Facebook with MySpace, right? MySpace
Yeah.
is still technically around, but they stopped doing the social media stuff. And when they moved away from that, that's when Facebook took over. So, as long as Discord's around, any alternative is not going to work as a viable platform. But when Discord's on death's door and finally enough people leave and they shut down, that's when that alternative platform, whatever it might be, will become the decided replacement.
Mhm.
But it require, like you said, it does require like the full death of the main thing that's being replaced. Otherwise, people are just going to stay with Discord.
Yeah, and I don't see, even though Discord's been going down the drain for a bit now, it's not as bad as, let's say, Twitch, who's been going into the gutter for even longer, and that's one of the reasons why Kick is doing so well, but it still hasn't fully replaced Twitch yet. Discord's at the very beginning of its decline, and this age verification is definitely a very big blow on it, but there are so many people that's already used to giving out their ideas. I mean, you have fingerprint scans, you have facial scans, Even YouTube was trying to roll out digital ID too. There's obviously the laws in the UK for digital ID. Australia's trying to pass the same thing. There's rumors in the United States where our Congress is trying to do that too. Like, this is going to become a lot more normalized and acceptable.
Wait, what's our
across
Congress
the
trying to
board.
do?
Our
Oh,
government is
yeah.
also
No,
trying to get digital ID.
There's two bills on the House and one on I think Senate, but they're not doing very well. They seem DOA.
Yeah, but like they're still the fact that they're still trying though is not
Oh,
exactly
they've been trying since God, what was that? 2011, 2012. I remember first hearing about it. I was a kid again, but it was it SOCA or something like that? That they've been doing the Safety Online Privacy Act, trying to push this thing through, set like for well over a decade now. Like for 2, maybe 3 decades, they've been trying. It consistently always fails. Now, that's not to say that anyone should just like rest on the laurels or stuff. The fact that they continue to try means they think that eventually, sooner or later, they're going to get it through. And that's what we have to be vigilant against, at least here in the States.
Yeah.
Where we have a voice.
I mean, with the digital ID in the UK, that has been a work in progress since about 2022. And technically they were pushing it even before then, but that's when it really
They shat that thing out super fast, though.
So, like, in Australia, it's pushing it too. So it's just I don't see America doing it anytime soon, but the Western world is definitely, as a whole, heading that direction. And so then for, like, us older Gen Z, we obviously remember a time on the internet where it's not that important. Like, you stayed anonymous. You didn't have to share your identity at all. But for the younger Gen Z and the Gen Alpha, this will be basically their new normal here. And so if Discord can survive
Service guarantees
a
citizenship.
little bit longer, a few more years, and we'll just have to see where digital ID and age verification goes in this case. So they're definitely across the board, both governments and corporations. They're really trying to shove it down our throats.
Oh, big time.
So,
Yes. Happy day. Happy day. Give your data to Discord and don't complain about it. That's all that's going to happen.
Give your data to Daddy Discord.
And remember, it could be worse. Okay? Discord isn't even the worst criminal that came out this week. That honor definitely goes to Ashes of Creation.
Oh my god. I feel genuine. Look, I was not one of the people interested or invested in this game, but I know several who were, and I feel nothing but pain for you guys. You guys got rug pulled.
Oh, even better. Oh, even better. Okay, so things have been coming out about Ashes of Creation, right? $140 million. It now seems as if this was basically a fraud. So the creator claimed to put money into it himself. He never did. He drew a salary of $1 million a year out of the company in salary. He also made sure to use the business funds for his personal expenses, including a $1.3 million escrow account, which was set for the release of the game. Because he was basically saying, okay, I need more funds released to finish the game. Once that game is finished, you pay me the next $1.3 million. At that point, he put the game on Steam, so the 1.3 million was released, into his accounts as a loan, which he then used immediately to pay down the mortgage on his house. And it was that money that was earmarked to pay the developers their wages the next month. That was why the game was shut immediately, and why the company went bankrupt immediately, because all of the money to pay wages had disappeared.
Because black. Okay, this is bad. This is way worse than I thought. I thought it was a rug pull. This is like Enron levels of fraud, guys.
Yes. And he's currently being sued. Unsurprisingly.
Well, yeah, no fucking way.
So, there's been a lawsuit. Owner sues Stephen J. Shaft. In lawsuit, they claim Stephen was effectively embezzling funds. It's alleged that he did to pay his mortgage, mixing business and personal funds, which he would have to take the money out to pay. Bought a property
And
with
that in and of
Intrepid's
itself
funds.
is criminal, by the way.
Yep. But when
Can't do that.
sold, kept the money. Used loans as revenue to get bigger loans, which he used to buy the house that he then sold for money.
So he was going and obtaining even bigger loans. He was listing that income he got from the previous loan as actual generated revenue. Wow. Okay, dude, you are in trouble.
Yes, the money he claimed to put into the game, his money, which was something along the lines of like $50-60 million, those were probably all loans.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
And so the problem also is
We await Steven's side of the story.
there is now no way to get any money out of the company. So people are wondering if they could get refunds. Now, Steam, in another fucking massive Chad move, has stepped up and actually is delivering refunds, regardless, out of Steam's own fucking pocket, because Gabe Newell is a saint. But the reason why nobody can get any money out of this now is because the bank now has the company. The bank is owed possibly tens of millions of dollars. So any assets, any IP, anything in this company is the bank's now. And so the other owners,
Completely.
they can't do shit.
So with this much money that he's been defrauding and laundering and I don't even know Jesus Christ. How did he not expect to be caught when you're handling this much money and messing around with it? Did he really think he was smarter than auditors and the banks?
Yes, because he didn't think about auditors or banks. He just thought about all the companies that come out. They have this product. They fucking shut down. And then that's all he sees from the outside and thinks, oh, I'll do that with a video game company. And then he doesn't realize that, yeah, there's investigative bodies and there's checks and balances against this kind of shit. And he's fucked now.
Yes.
This is someone who has no foresight.
And the best part is, too, he's gay.
Oh.
So, yeah. Anyone who hoped Ashes of Creation would be a good game, and I sympathize. For a moment there, I too was looking at it like, wow, this is promising a lot. It would be really cool. You've all been fucked by a gay man.
Do we have AIDS?
Damn.
Yes, you probably do. The AIDS is the fact that you owe the bank $80 million.
That is pretty AIDS.
Yes. There's a good breakdown of it here.
You know what? This is worse. No, this is worse than AIDS. This is SIDS. This is sudden infant death syndrome. Because that's how much worse this is.
Ashes of Creation, former CEO Stephen Sheriff bankrupted the company on purpose after 10 years having not put a single dollar into his company. AOC was spending $2.5 million per month, Ashes of Creation. In Burn 2025, and $1 million per year was salaries to Sharif himself and his husband through the duration of the project, but he wasn't keeping up with his mortgage on his home and was at risk of having the bank foreclose in his house. In almost losing his house, Stephen begged his two primary investors for money to secure a loan that he couldn't pay and put $1.3 million into an escrow account for his home loan. When Ashes of Creation's track record of insolvency wasn't improving, the primary investor of Intrepid, $80 million, said he was taking over and tried to make Stephen the creative director with an earn-out plan. They were to lay off 50 to 10% of the staff but save the game business. Stephen refused. When negotiations failed, Stephen notified the bank holding his home loan of the income stream funds from the early access launch and instructed them to write a letter to Valve claiming the $3.7 million of sales money. this technically fulfilled the obligation of launching the game, secured the funds, released the 1.3 million for escrow of personal money the bank was holding to secure his home loan. That money was intended to payroll for the payroll February 1st, and when the money thus vaporized due to the bank's claim, they had no choice but to close the business and sent out war notifications. That's why it came so late.
So was the game like developed at all? Because like apparently they had people working on the game supposedly, but if none of the money was actually
It
going
was
to the
launched,
game,
but in a really shit state, and it was shut down shortly after.
Yeah. So to
just
basically
a shell.
parse this, he was paying himself and his husband $1 million. That wasn't enough. So he asked for money to be put up at his discretion into a fund. That was the $1.3 million to be released upon the release of the game. He then released the game, which earned him that $1.3 million. He then took a further loan from the bank of $3.7 million based on sales money. So God even knows how large that loan was.
Okay, yeah. I see what's happening.
Yeah. So he got the 1.3 million promised by investors in addition to the money from the bank. And the bank, who has their security in the game company, seized the payroll money. So, yeah, good job.
I'm going to keep an eye out on the courts here, because this one should end up showing up somewhere. I'm not sure what jurisdiction he'll file in, but this is a pretty goddamn good suit, let me tell you. Not even just the criminal side, just the civil side. All the investors of this game can technically sue him.
Yes.
Technically, I imagine there's enough of them. There's probably a class action that can be formed. I think you need like 40 on average, depending on the state. Parties in a class action lawsuit. I guarantee you it had probably more than 40 investors.
Yes, because this was a Kickstarter success too, so it would be easy to get more
Yep.
than that. So, yeah, Stephen Sharif. Now, we're not going to make any speculations as to his origins, but we have no confirmation about whether or not he poops inside, is all I'm going to say. Oh, God. No.
you want me to look up an early life?
See, and I thought my comment was bad, and then you went and said that.
Yeah, as a Wikipedia article is about his early life, about his wonderful family, his dog, the house that they used to live in. Nothing bad about it.
Nothing bad.
Just nothing bad.
Okay.
If he even has a Wikipedia article, I'm not exactly sure. Ash's Decoration does actually. Oh.
So, in comparison to this, honestly, the Highguard failure is a relatively small one. I do love this too.
Okay, Tyler. No, Tyler. I don't even want to say his name right. What kind of fucking title is that? Are you trying to gaslight me?
Yes. Yes, he is. So, Highguard was one of those games that was announced to be huge, like Concord. Came out, nobody liked it, nobody played it, everybody canceled it. And the press tried to run defense for it because they were paid to do so, and they fired the entire company.
Jesus, that did not last long.
Nope.
I'm surprised how many Concord repeats we've had. Like,
Yeah,
I
no.
thought Concord was like, oh, that was a weird like anomaly at the time when it launched, fucking performed shit and then got shut down all in like a week or two. That was crazy. It never happened before. Now it seems every other game coming out is following suit.
We are living in the age of Concord.
Fucking crazy.
I still would probably say that Concord's worse just because how much money that they invested into it. And then also the character designs for that too.
Wasn't Highguard a
Oh.
pretty heavily invested game?
Yes.
Trick or treat.
Was it as much as Concord though? Because
So
Concord was
nerdy.
like what, in the billions or close to like that.
So they
Over
have been
years of
keeping
development?
very quiet about his budget, which speaks to how much money they
200
put
million.
into it. 200 million.
Oh Jesus! It literally that's just their marketing budget.
Marketing budget.
That's
200
not
million.
even their development budget. Yeah.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. That's a lot. That is a lot.
Very nice.
Okay, let's see here. 400 million was Concord.
So
Like
Highguard
The
was quite
initial deal was
likely
around
even
200
more
million.
expensive.
Final
Still.
cost was around 400 million. Yeah,
Okay.
Highguard might very well create like past that because we only have the marketing figure for Highguard. We don't have any other development figures yet.
Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery
Nice.
buttery?
And they've already reached half of Concord's development cost.
Oh my god, what's with these companies spending this much money down for these sinking ships?
It's crazy.
Like what? It has to be some sort of like laundering scheme because no way that the game development actually needs that much money for this stuff when they all look
I
the
don't ever
same. They're
remember
all
watching
absolute
a
slop.
Highguard commercial. Where the fuck did 200 million go into your marketing, man?
To buying off the companies and bots on Twitter. So the reason why it got so much money is because of the guy behind it. Apex Legends creators, basically. So they went out to companies, they went out to like banks, etc., and they said, listen, we will create something absolutely incredible, something absolutely amazing. It'll earn billions of dollars. We just need you to give us $500 million first. And far too often, the banks will do just that.
I mean, you know, I would say, you know, it's not their fault, but honestly, at this point, these banks need to have, like, if these investors, these banks, these entities that hand out that much money, they should absolutely have an employer too that actually knows the fucking like the industry and the economy for gaming and stuff like that. Because I guarantee you the person who signed off on that 200 million has no fucking clue how games are made.
Probably not.
Or like getting some sort of
Trick
kickback.
or
Like I
treat.
just kind of assume when that much money's
Sorry.
involved with this many people, there has to be some sort of corruption on some sort of level with how these companies work. Like
Oh,
I
it's
just
Hollywood
by
levels of
default-
corruption.
Yeah, I don't trust it like at all. So there's maybe not as bad as Ash's creation.
When your
but
game the cost of your game is starting to rival the cost of a major motion picture, you know something's fucking wrong.
Yeah, actually, like wait, we were talking about Iron Lung earlier. It was like what 4 to 6 million
Yeah,
that
3
Markiplier
million.
did for for that.
Yeah, 3 to 4 million is what he cost.
And meanwhile, these companies are putting hundreds of millions into these shitty games that die within a week. Nobody plays them.
It's
I
crazy.
mean, obviously, there's a lot more people are supposed to be being paid for this, and it's supposed there's a little bit more development that happens with games. But like,
It kind of reminds me of the old Hollywood shit where they would put in a shitload into a movie, intending for it to flop because they had insured the movie and its outcome, and they end up getting a payout just because it flops or whatever like that. Like that's kind of like it's reminiscent of that, and obviously I can't prove any of this, but I'm not wondering if there's something similar going on here. Because
I
we're
wouldn't be
having
surprised.
multiple games over the course of just the last year alone, like lose hundreds of millions, shut down after freaking making a fat bag, and etc.
Yep. There might be something sussy bucka going on.
Just keep on buying indie games if you're gonna be doing like new games, I guess.
Look at that.
That's pretty much all I've been buying in terms of new games.
Gus of the Dork. Don't send dolls to say, hey Arch, I love the relooted stream. Good to see a new face on the cast. Have you guys been telling her about Mal's MLP addiction? That's right, we should probably tell the new person about Mal's MLP addiction.
Lies and slander.
See, you say that, but what's the Fallout Equestria TTRPG? What's that called?
It has a tabletop RPG?
Yes, it does. There's an entire fucking TTRPG where it's actually the human world and the equestrian world collide, and they both have like their own Fallout version. It's basically Fallout with Equestria and people. It's fucking wild. I actually did a campaign with that freaking module, and so I'm telling you right now, pony addictions I'm very familiar with. I'm not a pony addicted person myself, but I've been around a lot of people who are.
Right, Mal.
And I'm not
Next
one of
up,
them.
we're going to make you play a pony RPG.
No. No.
I think it's called Fallout
You're-
Equestria.
You're gonna have to.
Let me see.
Oh my god, please tell me this is true.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
My Little Pony role-playing game?
Oh, why do I have a feeling that I'm gonna be forced to play this?
Chat.
We got a new fund apparently.
Listen,
Ugh.
we can do this.
Yeah, actually, here it is. Fallout Equestria RPG tabletop, and it uses a D100 system. And I remember that when I was playing it, it
Fuck
did
yeah.
use a D100.
That's the best system, too.
This is the most excited I've heard him all day.
I know, right? It's about MLP shit.
Well, because he's an
damn it.
actual legit brony. Like he's an actual legit.
It's so
brony.
funny. My
Nobody
character was
believes
a
it
lot
when
of
I
fun
say it.
because what happens in the in the start of the campaign that we did. I don't know if this is like in the book or anything, but there was basically this collision that happens as the Fallout world in real world and the equestrian Fallout world like collide. And my character ended up being a human who was being sacrificed to some Caesar's Legion bullshit, and they ended up being occupied by a changeling soul. So I ended up having to play two characters in the set. I basically got like a warlock class in this TTRPG
Heresy is the
system. It's
question.
pretty wild.
Fire is the answer.
The bronies get so passionate about their side projects here. Like I respect them on that level. Whenever they do actually make something, is usually something like really good because you can tell that they're passionate about it. But man,
Yeah.
I could never, especially over MLP. No,
Mal,
like
there are countless pieces of MLP fan art of you. Calm down.
it's not fan art when you're commissioning it yourself.
I don't remember doing that.
I
So, I'm not
distinctly remember
sure-
you doing that.
I'm not sure if admitting that, like, as your lawyer, that's actually a better argument. I think
Wait.
it actually makes it
Are
worse.
you ready to rut this yellow mare's
Wait, are you my lawyer or his lawyer? I'm confused now.
I'm everyone's lawyer, and I think we should stop talking.
Oh, okay. Shut it down.
There you go. I'll shut your door. MLP RPG, the fund begins.
God damn it. Is this going to be after the
Even as a
vampire
girl who wants to
campaign,
hear
or-
about your level 13 paladin. Okay, listen, I do like D&D a lot, but calm down. We have other things to talk about.
Marine Alpha, Mal, MLP, TTRPG, Stream Fund, Mechanics of Duty 2, Vault of Equestria, Pony Finder. Yep, now we're going to be playing ponies
You
now.
have missed so many super chats before these, also including
Ponies.
a kick one. But you're prioritizing the
Ponies.
pony ones.
We're
Ugh.
gonna fucking go ponies.
This man has his priorities straight, let me tell you.
Yeah, getting a fucking rarity. Oh, sorry, not rarity. That's the second. That's the second bitch. It's what, Starlight Shimmer or something like that, or
Starlight Glimmer? Yeah, no, she's good too. But
Glimmer,
Verity
yeah.
is wife.
Well, I thought you preferred the Starlight Glimmer better, and then Rarity was number 2. But
No,
Rarity's number
only
1 out of the main
morality.
6.
Verity is obviously wife.
Oh, okay. There we go. But then again, you want a harem, so therefore you'll probably take multiple ponies anyways.
I will take multiple ponies.
I think in Equestria's setting, it'd be more like he'd have concubines than anything, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
'Cause
always
I'm not
gave me that
actually
medieval feeling, so I don't know.
Wonderful. We'll do a MLP one shot or something. One of the pre-made fucking scenarios, because I don't know if I can be asked to make an MLP scenario.
Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's
Can you
fluttery
see the super
buttery
chats? You're so
butt?
behind on
Look at
them.
that,
You missed so
barbarians are
many
us
of
for
them.
20. Vampire the
That-
Masquerade and My Little Pony RPG. It's one of hell of a whiplash, but I'm in.
God damn it! I can't wait for you to die. Ugh.
I'm glad
Why do you wish death upon barbarians are us? Why must he suffer?
Not you. I meant you, the sweet. Like
No,
not him,
to you.
You, the sweet. Yeah, yeah.
So bring Viper, MLP
Listen.
fun, bring Mal and the elf. Yeah, we can
Service
all be
guarantee.
friends and
Oh my
we can be
God.
ponies together. Ponies together strong.
Oh, that's so funny.
Ponies together strong.
We can defeat people with friendship.
Gus of the
Kiss
Dorks, another
friendship
20.
and
Okay.
magic.
For the MLP fund, for forcing Mal to play an MLP game. You're welcome, Mal.
Maybe I'll kill myself first.
I'm
before
sorry
this
I've done this
happens.
to you.
You know what? I'm gonna take both of you guys down with me when I go, so we can avoid this. In Minecraft, obviously, for legal reasons. This is a lawyer here.
Yes, yes, my little pony RPG.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love it, because I can... Mal will be like, I pick it up. You have hooves, Mal.
Well, I
that's
literally
the
have a
thing, so-
horn. My Kieran has a horn, so therefore she can use magic,
So that means
right?
she's got telekinesis, right?
Yeah, pick it up with your magic, Mal, like a good horse.
Yes, sir.
I can already see the future, and it is a beautiful place.
Is it warm there?
Yes.
Service guarantee
Whoa!
citizenship.
Jesus, that is ridiculous. Super chat.
You got a hundo.
Trogan! Frogan's alt account. Hello. MLP RPG fun. Mal definitely needs to play for insulting rarity. Spike simped hard for that white pony flank. He did.
Oh my god. Make the changelings great again.
Oh, I wonder if there are rules to play as changelings. I could make Mal steal love.
There is actually. Like I said, it's a full multi-hundred bit, like it's a fully written camp like module. Like it has
Yes.
everything. It has items, it has spells, it has races, it has classes, it has all of it.
Once
Suck
again,
the
it always amazes me
green
about how
love.
detailed those bronies fucking get with their passion projects. Like, I had to respect
It's
it as
look,
much as I hate
look.
it.
I only know about it because they let me be the only human in their MLP universe, and I had some fucking special power shit going on. So I got to Mary Sue it a little bit in an MLP setting, but it's the only reason why I know anything about this DTRPG.
You know
I don't
too
know
much,
anything
'cause
about the
now
show,
Arch is
about any
clearly
of the
getting off
lore.
on this.
I just know about the RPG.
Ugh.
Right.
I
Well,
can hear him coming in the background. I hate this.
as a bonus, we'll make Mal play the cat campaign, the Hearts of Iron Equestria too. Yes.
Service
Yes.
guarantee citizenship.
Mythical Fool, MLP, MLP, MLP.
They are really on that suggestion for some reason.
I love my audience. They're the bestest little people around. The Moon Pirate sent 5 ArchCast memberships too. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, Chicador, more MLP RPG. This is getting good. Yes. Yes. Oh, Lum Lum will be so happy when she learns. Sandy, my fun Arch listened to the Fall to Equestria, but I'd forgotten about the graphic stuff in it, which I'm personally sorry about that, Arch. I was a little bit confused when we got to the lesbian scene between the two ponies and just how detailed it was. That was a little bit weird. But you know what? I still appreciate you. It was a pretty good story. I didn't hate it. The ending was fucking sad, but that's what you get.
It's Fallout. It's kind of like Cyberpunk. Like if you gotta have a true ending in either of those settings, it's not gonna be a happy one.
If I remember correctly, he says, some MLP fanon uses harems as a family unit due to the gender disparity in the shows. They call them herds. Mal, you can be a part of my herd.
No,
Guaranteed
oh no!
I words cannot describe how disgusted I just immediately became. Like I want to throw up now. Oh my god.
Herd Mal. That's even better. Mike mentioned, you know what, MLP RPG fund? And Arch, I'm sure this was said before, but VTubers sound like Pokemon. You don't need to catch them all. But then how will I find people to play the MLP RPG? This is a fucking prime recruiting ground.
See, the thing about
Service
VTubers is that they're
guarantees
women, and
citizenship.
women are very easily like swayed and can't say no a lot of the time, or they're just really bitchy. So like, it's very easy to groom VTubers. He likes going for the two views.
You know,
for a
I
reason.
hate everything you're saying, and not because it's wrong, but because it's right.
So here we are, stuck on Arch's plantation.
Here we are, getting groomed.
Heresy's the
Yeah,
question.
joining Arch's
Here's
herd
the answer.
apparently.
12-hour work weeks in this herd. You will be paid in oatmeal.
No.
Are we We're not getting whipped because we're black. We're
Here's the
getting whipped because we're
question.
horses.
Fire is the answer.
Excellent. Excellent job, chat. We have found our purpose. Right. I should probably get back to the super chats because we have gone through most of the topics, except for the LP one. Lumi loves feet. At least the Chinese AI movies will be less obvious with their propaganda and might accidentally tell people to do good things. I don't know. What? Tell a good story. Also 100% less gay. That's true. Alex Anderson, play Diddy vs. Epstein.
Yeah, legally.
It's an excellent example of what AI can do.
Oh no.
Listen last stream to a fund of the new girl's choice. You would like to fund the MLP one, wouldn't you?
You have many other options. Do not feel pressured into this.
Mel, I can see you trying to talk them down, but I really think this is beyond either of our hands. It's just gonna happen.
It's just reality, Mal. Bend to it.
Is this how it feels to be a white girl in England? Oh no.
Yep.
I feel like I'm going to get a strike for this, but okay. Let's watch Diddy versus Epstein.
Oh, this is so good. Dude, they do some JJK shit with it. It's so good.
6 years ago, it's time
Full
to go.
screen it. It's that good.
Is that you, Diddy? Long time no see, my old friend.
Yep.
This is why RAM costs so much, by the way.
Yep. I can't play this with sound on, chat, because I'm hearing copyrighted fucking music
No,
in
you
the
can't.
background.
Yep,
You're gonna probably cut off
it will
those past
copyright
10
ID you.
seconds in stream.
Yep. You're going to have to watch it with the sound off. That's the only way.
Closed captioning, I think, will work.
Oh, so that's where that meme comes from.
Yes. That's where this means. Here we go.
Those captions unavailable.
Epstein's about to use domain expansion.
It's too racist.
This is so ridiculous.
But
Here,
I mean,
it-
okay,
oh my
absurdity
God!
aside, how
It's oil,
realistic
it's
they
oil.
look is, oh my god, the fucking star, David.
Yeah, the baby oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the baby oil. It's a baby oil like a Rasengan, by the way.
Wait, so what, is Diddy winning?
No,
Oh,
it's
it's
won
not
yet.
over yet. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay.
We have bout number 2 now.
This is like Batman versus Superman for the Gen Z.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, literally.
Oh, he got turbo cheats.
This is why RAM
Oh, here
is
he
so
is.
expensive.
Domain expansion. MC Island Tempo. That's what that one is.
There's just the stars.
The Mossad powers.
You guys want to say? I mean, my bets are on Epstein winning this. He's got Mossad on his side.
Well, hold on.
And the
Dizzy's
global
gonna
elite.
bring out his domain expansion.
What is that? The Black Elite?
It's something to do with his freaking oil. I forget.
Trick or treat. I smell your feet.
Why is this legal, Jet? Why do we allow
This is why the RAM prices are so high for this.
Yeah, this is why RAM costs $1,000 right now.
This is not. We should
And
not
you
have
know what? I'm
allowed
all
this
for it.
generation to have this power.
We should not have allowed. Here we go. Oh no, it's a giant oil.
He's getting
freaking
lubed up.
Yeah, it's
It's the
I
world's
can't,
largest
I
container of
just too
baby
much.
oil.
Wait, don't tell me Epstein loses. He's my guy. I'm
Epstein
Epstein's
loses
top
to the
guy.
baby oil.
No, I can't believe the totem pole. The blacks beat the Jew.
Actually, no, what happened is as he's falling down, he's calling on Maharaga. Which, sorry, I'm a freaking anime nerd as shit. He's calling on a JJK, like trump card. So, that's how it ends. We don't know who won.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
So my boy Epstein can still win. Got it.
Your boy Epstein is pulling out his trump card.
Okay. I believe in him. He'll be Trump himself.
And he's so funny. His trump card is just Trump.
The power of the Rothschilds compel you. Chiquito, the Markiplier is a kick in the teeth because there are many stories of other rich people not able to make money through Hollywood. This and last for Mal's choice. Mal's choosing
Ghost Pepper.
privileges have been revoked.
Ghost Pepper.
Like I said, choosing privileges revoked.
Ghost Pepper. I saw that Dawn of War 3 has been funded, so Ghost Pepper.
What does Ghost Pepper? What like he's gonna get a Ghost Pepper?
Yeah, so he cannot stand like flavored food. Like his favorite food is rice, okay? Like he doesn't like anything more than like salt. He doesn't like pepper. Like he doesn't like anything with flavor at all. And so he definitely cannot handle spice. So getting him a Ghost Pepper will kill him. And I
Honestly,
can't
get
wait.
him a Carolina Reaper.
Well, the fund itself for Ghost Pepper, and that's what chat picked. So I'm just gonna go with that since that's what the fund's for. And Dawn of War 3
I mean, at least with a Ghost Pepper, he might have a chance to survive. With a Carolina Reaper, there's no surviving that for him.
No, I mean he's got zero tolerance. Like I said, he can't even stand pepper. Like this man eats plain rice just because. Like no.
Can you not stand pepper? Like black pepper?
I can eat pepper, I just don't particularly enjoy it.
See?
Okay, fair.
So imagine a Ghost Pepper like that. That's gonna be like
Yeah, that's
Hiroshima
gonna
for him.
hurt him. That's gonna be Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It's gonna be a mother puma giving birth in his mouth.
Exactly, which is why I want it. So put it to Ghost Pepper. Listen, chat said it's my pick, and my choice is the Ghost Pepper. So you're listening to chat by doing with the Ghost Pepper, Arch.
I think I will modify this deal.
Pray he does
Maybe-
not modify it further.
Why do I have a feeling you have connections to Epstein?
Oh shit! He dropped the bomb right there. Well, actually, Arch does have connections to Epstein's. Where do you think Epstein got the 300 plus gallons of sulfuric acid? And that came from Arch,
True.
obviously.
Oh yeah, he does have mysterious ways of making people just disappear. So
Yeah,
that makes
so of
sense.
course you would come to him when you need to get an island full of children disappeared.
and he can't even defend himself either. That's the best part.
Yep, there it is. You know why he can't defend himself? Because the Dow is at 50,000.
Oh, that's right.
Look, Mal, there's even more ponies made of you.
That makes you
Jesus.
look more like Rarity than myself.
You filthy pony, you. Now, Mal, be silent. We haven't gotten through more than 1/4 the super chats.
Yes, sir.
See, she does that too. I don't even prog her to do that anymore. She just does that. That's Mal's natural reaction now.
I've been groomed for a year now. What'd you expect?
Oh, festive. I warned you, Ava. Welcome to the milking farm. It's plural. God.
But, oh yeah, Festiva.
Yokotha, I just witnessed heresy. Normal. Marine Alva, capital gains tax will just create a selling frenzy. It will, and then everybody's stocks will plummet. It's beautiful. Frenalotta, tulips were silly, but unrealized capital gains are insane. Cat campaign. Good. The cat campaign will feature Mal as an extra bonus because she's been annoying today.
I'm gonna sign
Damn.
up for this.
Mechanics on duty. They're also taxing you to leave as well. Ah, better.
The
Dorkwood.
exit tax is insane to me.
I like it. I like it a lot. Like, you leave? Well, you owe us money. How much money?
Well, then you're gonna pay for it.
We're gonna
3
just
years
come
of
up
your
with a
income.
number.
I'm sorry, what?
And the best part is, they'll base it on what they feel you'll earn in those 3 years, too.
That's crazy. That's so fucking crazy.
What a load of cow. Oh, wow, another lolly. Show to the gins. Show to
No,
the
no,
gins.
no, 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 not him. Not him, don't.
Oh.
Don't read him.
All right, Sandoom, they're not thinking long term, cause these politicians will be dead or have fled before it affects them on his unrealized tax. You will pay the unrealized tax, regardless of what happens. Imotaku, and somehow the investment of the politicians are somehow exempt. Well, of course. They're investments in the betterment of your nation, your elites. They own you. Card kick. If people sell stocks, then the price decreases. The slower you sell stocks, the more you have to sell. It's a very stupid system. It is a very stupid system, and it will continue to happen. Because, fuck you. Sandoom, this tax on unrealized gains holds screws over the people who have jobs that give them stock options. Oh. So if the company does better and goes up in value, then it means they have to pay even more. And then they have to sell their own company's stocks to pay their taxes, which will dump their company's value. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
That is kind of amazing.
Benny, didn't the have a farmer revolt recently? Guess they're trying to make sure it never happens again. Yes. They just need to find the furthest right party they can find and just vote it into power with an absolute supermajority. It's the only option now. The only option.
Oh my god.
Death.
You didn't say the funny mustache man.
But I thought I paid at least $60 in kick for Lords of the Fall. I'm not sure what it would be because you said kick is worth more. Kick is worth more. Yes, that's why there's $130 of it instead, because kick is worth way more. Kick is far more lucrative for you. Mangs to the Red, I am like 10 minutes behind. I say the Milking Farm trailer. My brain was, what the fuck? And laughing at the same time. Ghost Pepper Fund. But if you found it funny, why then reach for the stick? No, this doesn't make sense. MJ Bull, unrealized capital gains will disincentivize investment. The government eating the economic seed corn. The idiocy of this policy is classic. Political class, there you go, is a wonder. Well, you assume they're doing this for intellectual reasons, but in the reality, they just hate you. Freyna Lauter, California tried to do an exit tax for 10 years prior. It would still apply for when I was in the military for the forced movement for the government. Cat campaign.
Yeah, that never went through.
I smell your feet.
Thank God.
Luckier than I am. Chickador, is the payment in kind based on MSRP or cost? It's based on however much corn you produce during that 12-hour
Service
shift.
guarantees citizenship.
Nicholas, cleaning up after deep-seated corruption will have some casualties. That said, fixing the country is an expensive undertaking. Yes, it is. Mal will be the first out in the cornfields to work off her debt, I'll tell you that. Although her cornfields will be an MLP RPG.
Okay, maybe I am that dark.
Silverian, this year gets better day by day. And Oberstein, the Dutch should feed on their prime minister again. Yes. Eat him now. Mithrandir, I'm Argentinian. 40+ unemployment is because of labor laws from the 70 fascist government. The majority work under the table. The 12 work day is a lie from leftists opposing the labor law reform. Oh, interesting. So, Florida ban, technically speaking, slavery is constitutional in the United States due to an exception in the 13th Amendment, except as punishment for a crime. So we can bring such models to the USA as well.
Technically indentured servitude.
I
That's
see nothing wrong
technically
with it.
slavery because there is payment and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't either. But it's not technically slavery because it's in lieu of payment, although at a much drastically reduced scale. We're talking like 25, 50 cents a day.
Ooh, I love that. We should put our prisoners to work. There's no reason not to.
I mean, that I would actually agree with, because what else are they doing with their lives?
Hey, that's
They're
called
dead.
penance.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that.
They're already in
You gotta
negative
pay for your
society, so they
crimes.
might as well make it positive.
Mithrandir, the actual reforms is instituting a bank of work hours that you can move in the month. So one day you need to go early, you can work 4 hours, and the next day 12 to compensate. We still have 56-hour weekly limit. That's a very good clarification, sir. Thank you.
Okay, that basically just like wipes everything we talked about during that segment across the board then.
No, it doesn't, Mel. Slavery is still the solution to many problems.
Oh, okay, well, you got me there.
I think for Arch, it's like all of his problems can be solved with slavery.
It
He
can.
just wants to hold the whip.
I already am. What do you consider yourself, Mal? Do you get paid for this?
Yeah,
No.
literally in a jar. Like,
I'm a slave. Oh my god, what kind of slave am I then?
A herd slave.
well,
Oh.
oh no, that doesn't sound good.
Literal chattel slavery.
Do I get a collar at least?
Yes. That should already
Okay.
have been delivered, basically.
Oh. Okay. Wait.
Marine Alpha. Only way to make a living in Seattle. Multiple part-time jobs. Plenty of overtime pay or good salary with room for a profitable side gig. Like being a prostitute.
And sharing a property with like 1 or 2 roommates at minimum, let's be real. Hey, I know cost of living for many big cities, and most of them, you're not going to be, unless you have a good paying job, prepare to have a roommate, at the very least.
Bailey Byrne said, I work 16 hours. I am self-employed. I know. I work 24 hours. At least a day. Every day. For 20 days a week.
Even when he's asleep, he's working.
It feels like it, at least.
He's trying to play the victim. It's not that bad. Wah.
Lumi loves feet. She does. Arch, Mal is sounding awfully deviant with all of this workers' rights talk. Punish her by making her replace Lum Lum and make her small in her place. Lumcast. She can go on the Lumicast.
Wait, I'm going on the Lumicast? Doesn't
Oh, okay.
Lum decide who goes on the Lumicast?
It's not funded yet. We have to keep her in check.
Oh, okay.
Porkers! New job paycheck super chat. Congratulations, Porkers. Hail Arch, Mal, and chat. Remember, wherever you go, there you are. It's very profound.
Hi, Porkers. Congrats on the job.
She is a working adult now, unlike everybody else in this room. Well, I don't know about Ava, but
I used to work.
there you go.
I don't work anymore, no. I gave
Yes.
up.
When you led with, like, I lived on a boat for 5 years, I just kind of assumed.
I lived on, that's actually when I was practicing. I practiced for 18 months, but I was living on it. I got emancipated when I was 16. Bought a sailboat with money that I was saving up, being a lifeguard. And then I did the attorney study for reading of the law, which is a method that you can pass the bar in California with if you don't have the money for law school.
And so you just sailed the 7 seas whilst reading law.
I sailed one, but yeah. Actually, no, technically 2, because I have been on the Atlantic, so.
That is quite
Minus
the
the
origin
reading law
story.
part. That sounds really cool.
I actually really, really, really badly want to get back on a boat. I had to leave my boat that I used to own in Mexico when I moved up to help take care of my my father. House issues and stuff, doesn't matter. But come to find out, the Mexican boatyard owner that I left the boat with, he stripped the boat completely of its engine, solar panels, reverse osmosis, desalinator, like all the stuff that makes a boat self-sufficient out there. He took it all. So I have to restart from scratch.
I'm not surprised it's Mexico. I'm sorry, though.
Yeah, part of me is sorry, another
Yeah,
part of
I
me is
mean,
like,
yeah.
you should have seen
It's
this
like,
one coming.
Another part is like, well, you
Yeah.
left your boat in Mexico.
Yeah, you kind of did this to yourself at the same time that is
Yeah,
tragic.
yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, it's tragic, but it's also like, you can commit tragedy upon yourself, and that's what happened here.
Oh,
Hey,
trust
wha-
me, that's the story of my life.
What do you mean you parked your car in Detroit?
Yeah.
Nicholas, until every worker and every profession is replaced by robots, the civilization will continue to demand you work for a living. And even after that, it will demand you work. It will. I'll continue to demand that Mal labor for long after she's been replaced by a robot.
You've already told me that many times.
Belder, hello, Arch. Just watching your VOD for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I was wondering if anyone ever got around to starting a fund for that Malkavian run you talked about. If not, then this is for that. No. We did not. It was like a thought thing. Malkavian run. Well, so long as it's not the
Malkavian,
new
that's one of
bloodline.
the, yeah.
God help me. Mama Oko, drink directly from Sargon. Hey, I know that one. The Quartering did that once. He even showed it on video. This is some deep
Oh,
lore
no.
I'm unaware of.
I think I know what Oko's talking about, and I don't think you want to know.
God.
I'm pretty sure it's a pretty,
I'm like Sargon's
Pretty
number one
cursed video.
fangirl, and I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, to be fair, I now also have the vivid picture in my mind of the Quartering blowing Sargon under the table. It's not pretty.
Once again, you like to just imagine and write gay fan fiction and tell
It's
the
not that I
world.
imagine. My brain
Seriously.
acts before I can really give permission. It just happens.
But why does your brain go to default? Yes,
bad,
gay
man.
porn.
It does that.
What do you watch? And what is your sexuality?
Maybe I just need to feed it more regular pornography so it has more
see
to
what's
draw
actually
from.
happening. Yeah, no, what's
I mean,
actually happening
yes?
is Arch is so heterosexual that his brain is trying to convince him to be homosexual, as like, Satan tempting Jesus. But he is staying true, despite his many, many gay fantasies.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like that's just cope. Like, I know you're a lawyer and
It
everything like
probably
that,
is,
but
but-
I don't feel like that's gonna hold up in court of law.
I
Well, I
can
mean, none
even
of this would.
visualize the little flabs on Sargon's belly.
Why do you share these information?
See, I can't do anything, sir. Judge, could you compel my witness and client to be quiet, please?
Now, I don't know if Sargon has a happy trail, but it could be tickling the Quartering's nose.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
Just
you
saying.
have a bunch of other super chats, including one from Kick now. Get to that, you fucking homosexual.
You degenerate.
I
fuck
almost
was that?
said the other word. Which I know you've said on stream before, but it's your stream, not mine.
Kyrgy sent 500 warp tokens. Thank you. Artist slave VTubers, like all great artists of their time, are getting paid in experience and exposure. Indisputably the best forms of payment. Correct. See, I could tell you about my other, more heterosexual fantasies, chat, but that wouldn't freak you out. That's just normal. I tell you about these because they're worse.
Yeah, your heterosexual fantasies are with ponies, though. So, like, that's still not great.
Actually, I have genuinely never imagined ponies having sex. Well, no, that's not true. The lesbian scene in Fallout Equestria did make me go like, yep, I can see this now.
I was going to say, there's no way you read that scene in that book and didn't have, your imagination work for you there.
See, the problem is my brain can't like figure out the logistics of that because like she's touching her happy place with hooves, and I'm just like, that's got to be really uncomfortable.
I think it unclean, like, that has to be unclean, because those hooves are on the ground in the dirt, and who knows when those, the horseshoes were last actually taken care of before. And, like, just imagine the dirt and, like, the grass and bugs and just being shoved up there. Like, she's going to get a bare minimum yeast infection.
Yeah, that too, but like, there's nothing appealing about that. Oh yes, the thing a man wants most on his hard Johnson is the cold touch of steely horseshoes.
Ew.
There's nothing good about that. Uh-oh. Mal got excited by that. She's gone quiet.
No, I'm trying to get. I have to leave relatively soon, so I'm trying to stay and help you get to the super chat.
You have to leave now. You heard that, and you're like, I have to excuse myself. Okay, Mal, that's fine.
I said soon.
Go take care of business.
I said the very beginning. I said the very no. Get to the fucking super chats. I would like to say to the end of stream, but I gotta get going in like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Come on, which I'll take the whip instead and use it on you.
Serathis, since writing
We
has
got
been a
some
topic.
reversals.
Oh, do we? Since writing has been a topic a few times, shouting out my friend web novel Fayfire by Lumi Moon on Royal Road. Graphic violence, intrigue, some body horror, and occasional mutilation. But no lewds. Well, no lewds. The malcontent. You got an elf on screen. You know that pancreas no work with sniff them out? Ghost pepper. Don't know what that means.
I have lost
12 Derg. By the way, Steam just added option to create Discord-like chat servers. Beautiful. So, Florida Man, Ghost Pepper Fun for Arch for his yaoi and brony thoughts. Atone and recant. Listen, I'm right on this. You don't want cold, steely horseshoes on your penis. It's not fun. I cannot imagine that being pleasant in any way, shape, or form. I will stand by this position.
Now, what if somebody used heat metal on them?
Maybe. Because then you're kind of reaching like the same thing with like the tongue stud because it's inside of the mouth and so it's kept nice and warm. No one. Valve is an argument against stock markets. The only good monopoly, other one not publicly traded, of course. Trevor, Art is going to strap Gabe to the Golden Throne, sacrifices 1,000 game journalists a day to keep him alive. Blood Dragon Fund. Nathan Cassidy, it's not that Steam is a monopoly, it's that the rest of the competition are very bad. I read that one, I just remembered. Marine Alver, monopolies aren't necessarily illegal, it's abuse of monopoly powers that are. However, recently, the said abuse hasn't been penalized for some reason. For some reason.
Because the courts just said, honestly, the court said they have no idea how. That's ultimately what it boiled down to.
Yeah, and that's the problem, because, okay, could they break up Google? Sure. But what would happen? You'd break up one of the largest employers in America, and thousands of people would be out of work, and all of the infrastructure would need reworking, and it would basically be a massive blow to the economy, and be ridiculously unpopular. So, yeah. Bit of a problem there. John Adams, Arch did good on FNT. He should bring Az on. Doom 16. I did very well. I'm proud of myself. Nicholas, Gabe is like Jesus. Once he dies, paradise will cease to exist on Earth and corruption will rise in the form of epic games. And we will all suffer. I'm really considering making Lord Gaben into Glade OS. If so, I'm in. Portal all the way. Yes. Ghost Pepper Fun, with
That would be
inflation,
cool.
what would have been 40 euros at the end of the 1990s would be 80 euros today. Probably. What does this what does this mean? What does this put?
It was in context to Diablo 2 being $40 now, being remastered.
Ah. So Florida Man, Mal, just watch the abridged version then. Yeah, Mal. Weirdo.
Well, I was told that this was the better version, was the one that I was watching. So I have like 3 episodes left or something like that, but they're an hour long, and it's just like, and I always fall asleep watching them. Like I get like 20 minutes in.
Dark Resurrect, seal the jar, no air holes.
Kinky.
Gorilla Car, amalgamation, trying to 10-toe down, sitting on Nick Fuentes' face. Weirdo.
Huh?
Naskov Nikolov, more media must have commies as the main bad guy. All of them must have. We need to return to the age of James Bond. Marine Alva still got protests in all cities in Washington. Valemior's sister plays D2. The remaster has apparently quite a lot of quality of life improvements, mostly on stashing and Horadic Cube. Cats. VTM Redemption. Cats. Simulation. One of my most niche flexes is that I have both a physical and digital copy of Dark Heresy 1 and 2nd edition. Our 1st edition is in bad shape. I still own the Liber Chaotica. It is my flex. It is in pieces, but I still own it. Tick tick boom. ID verification is about spicy memes, not spicy teens. They want to know which door to kick in if you say something that Davos doesn't like. True. Alex Anderson, did Mouthleys get to episode 5 of Hellsing? Because I expect that from her and the rest of her party. Just in case, I think you missed last Super.
I'm pretty sure I did. Like, how many episodes of Hellsing Ultimate is there? Like, I know it's actually not
10?
that many because okay.
Yeah, there's only like 10 or so.
So okay, I think I'm on like 6 or 7, so I have, but I don't know if I really remember what
Look,
happened.
frankly,
'cause
like
it's-
100%. And I don't know if I'll get any pushback for this, but Hellsing Ultimate Abridged pretty much gives you the fucking core story without changing much of anything at all.
Trogan, for $50.
Am I
Thank you
wrong?
much, sir. Yes, you are. Art, stop with the
Damn.
fanfics. Why can't you be normal and just vocalize a Monster Girl porn thought for once? Ghost Pepper Fund. Well,
Thank you.
because, like, Monster Girl porn, it's just kind of like basic bitch. It's the desire to have a woman be assertive for once. This absurd fantasy that a woman would be able to take charge of any situation whatsoever. Like, it's just ludicrous. I can't
I'm sorry.
fantasize up such
It's
a
so
fucking
funny
insane
you said
situation.
that because I'm doing a Doomed Icewind Dale campaign, and we were in like a council chamber where a bunch of people were accusing us of shit, and someone went that route, and my character responded by slapping them in the face with their glove and dueling them. So I had to just flash forward me just doing that right now.
But in real life, he's not wrong.
You said
though.
assertive. Well, no, it's in D&D,
Yeah.
not in real life.
Mhm.
Never in real life.
Never.
God no. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, never.
women should always be submissive bitches.
It's just exactly. It's accurate in real life.
Yeah.
It's a it's why it's called fantasy, okay?
Mhm. Women are only made for breeding and to be in the kitchen, and that's what it should be.
What kind of sandwich you want?
I personally like turkey with like a chipotle mayo, lettuce, onions, that kind of deal. I
It's
don't
pretty
know,
good.
white bread. I don't know the type of breads, just kind of whatever is being served, I guess. That sounds pretty good.
This
But, you
morning
know-
I made Grand's biscuits with egg, cheese, and bacon.
Ooh, that does sound
Technically a
pretty
sandwich.
Good. Yeah.
Now they're talking about food, chat.
It's the woman's role.
Marksman. Since Elf didn't know about Minotaur milking, you should tell her about the amazing Trailer Park Elves. Your stream with the author was great, and you need to do one with him and Shad, because I forgot if it was a thing. This is for COD, World of War. Trailer Park Elves, the better version of Minotaur Milking Farm. It has elves in a trailer park.
No, stop it, stop it, stop it. What is happening? I wasn't paying attention until like something on my second screen changed and it was this, and I'm terrified.
It is a far better version.
Why are they all bigger than me?
That's
'Cause
just
Big
normal.
titties are good.
Rude.
Medium is premium. Oh, I guess it's getting a little bit bigger than medium, but it depends on what kind of anime you go for.
True.
Molnar just let the AI generate a fake ID and send it to them. Also watch Falling Down. Spicy ramen. I still haven't watched it. I don't know if I ever will, but I've been told it's good now. Pop that steg, I think. 420. Thank you very much, sir. Did you see the Norwegian biathlon skier breakdown, crying and begging the girlfriend he cheated on to take him back? I watched it live and shouted at him to stop being a Swede. And I'm an American. I did see that. It was pretty weak. It was pretty weak. Listen. Okay. The biggest ridiculous news of the fucking week. The Chibi cheating scandal. Apparently this is just the thing that's happening now. Listen.
It's like the third major story of a whore being a whore.
Yes. I'm not even
Like
going to
a
tell you about
hardcore
this,
way.
chat.
It's worse to me because the friend group taking the
Yes.
side of the cheater is fucking wild to me.
Yeah, that's just like the cherry on top of that. Like that's the
The
strawberry.
cherry on top. Like, here's Mal, like, this was rather delicious with a cherry. Calm, evil
Just
creature.
trying to use it. I'm a harlot. What can I say? No, I'm just trying to
Feeding
get
off suffering.
apologies here.
But okay, TLDR chat. Chibi Reviews, this guy here, had a fiance for multiple years. His fiance had been fucking his best friend for like a decade in the same house, presumably, and everything. He found out and he asked his friends to like, listen, this guy's been fucking my fiance for like 10 years. I think he's a bad guy. We should stop hanging out with him. And his friend group is like, nah, bruh. We like playing games with him way more than you. And so his friend group disavowed him, and his fiance has now apparently left him. Yeah, it's been a fucking rough week.
You got some details wrong. So like it was her fiance for about 2 years. His fiance, I should say, and the best friend was best friend for 10 years now. We don't know how long the cheating was actually happening, but presumably at least a while in this case. And then when he found out that she cheated on him, she said she apologized and cried, and whatever the case is, eventually he left. He drove to the gas station or alcohol store, whatever the case is, and bought a bunch of alcohol, drank a shit ton in his car. But then one of his online friends did a wellness check on him, and the cops found him and saved him because he was like inches away from death from alcohol poisoning. When he came back, and then he found his girlfriend was gone with all her stuff.
Yeah. After he was released from the hospital. Because they actually had to take him to the hospital and like pump his stomach and shit.
Yeah, this man cannot catch a break. Like, apparently he comes from a really bad home,
Not at
too.
all.
And, like, his brother died a few years ago, as well.
Yep.
This man, like, listen, suicide is not the answer.
Hold
but
on, I want to check once.
If I was
Yeah,
him,
no, look,
I-
suicide's not the answer, but if everything's gonna happen to you that has happened to this man, frankly, I understand why he considered it. I'm
yep.
thanking every god under the stars that that it didn't work and that he's still with us. That's awesome, but I would be lying if I said I didn't understand what was going on. I mean, come on.
So, that's been another thing that happened. 2026 is quite the year.
Yeah, this is the third major story of a big person getting cheated on. There was Sarah Stock, and cheating on her husband. Well, technically before they were married with Elijah Schaffer, and then there was that one those Asian streamers, where they broke up mutually after 6 years. Well, then the internet did some digging and found out that she was cheating on him, and they did not, in fact, actually mutually break up. And she even had cancer too. Like he sacrificed his pro career and everything while she had cancer to take care of her. And then when she got better, then she cheated on him and still left him after that. So that was cool. And now there's this, and so I'm sitting here being like, man, Big Toe. That sounds really good. Like I want people to get married and have kids. We do need, people to have kids on a huge scale, especially the white population in particular, with everything and stuff like that. But at the same time, if it's really hard not to just go full blown MGTOW, like with everything. So
Mal, you're kind of evil.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm I am painfully aware.
Enter Gamer, all of you missing out on Malkavian, Vampire the Masquerade with Marauders, our mage. The Ascension, the Will of Darkness is the new fun. Boring name. Just here is this cat girl Arch. No, I'm a pony. There's a difference. As a prize, Mal's jar will not be filled, but it will be put into something that something is Arch. Why would we put Mal's jar inside of me? That's weird.
What?
Yeah, boring name. You're being weird. So, John, funny story.
No.
The rate of kids going missing increases before Jewish Passover. Annually.
Is that true?
I'm not going to Google it.
Surprised.
I'm not going to fucking
I'm not going to
Google
go
it.
yeah. You know what? Absolutely.
that
Not
sounds
Googling
like
that one.
That sounds like
I don't want to
crime.
confirm that. Yeah.
Well, thankfully, you don't live in the UK. Just Norway. Same thing. But, not that
Jesus.
different.
Marine
I mean,
Alva.
Norway's better than the UK. I mean, come on.
Washington State set to ban STL and 3D printing. People were making guns again, were they? Mr. Personality?
Yeah, actually pretty good guns.
Attempting to do what the banks do to the banks is the fastest way to lose. It's true.
True.
Boog, dude should have opened a learning center instead. Yes, he would have earned more and been way safer. Oh, Marine Elva, Stephen Sharif is trans, actually. She's the victim. There you go. Nicholas, never pre-order. The track record is impeccable. It is. And Metacuman, fantastic milking farm trailer. And might I say, Arch will milk these books. He should ask for Michael's movie. I fell out of his audience, still not seen, but I hear it's outrageous. Silent Hill 2 movie. Outgrosses. There you go. And clarification for Arch, Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 by Christopher Gant. You want to make a movie on that game forever? Finally makes it outdone by Mark. Well, he has to suck it now. Them's the rules. Sandu, Mark listened to the Fallout Equestria audiobook. That I did. It was long. Wing Viper, MLP Fund, bring Mal. Yes. Put her in the pony suit. Give her a little horn. Ryakaza, put this to MLP RPG all the way. Put all my previous super chats to it too. Sorry, Mal, I'll donate to one of your streams. Yes, give her $1. But no more. One. Uno.
Just a doll hair.
Yes, just to mock her.
Have a cheap horror. I'm a cheap whore. I'll take whatever I can get. Every dollar counts.
Every dollar counts towards bringing Mal in a pony suit.
Not when it comes to that.
Well, buddy name Mal. You can do it. Go on, say no to Daddy Arch. Oh, she can't. Physically incapable. Yokota, pony Nazi vampires from the moon. Totally original concept. True, I don't think the pony part has been done before. Animate acumen, Nazi evil is overblown. Let's look at Asia's war crimes. Yes, let's look at the Asians. Animate acumen, my need to vouch for physical media has been triggered. I like to own what I buy. As we should all. Why you hating? What are your thoughts on Norway's royal family showing up in the Epstein list and the princess' son going in trial? I think they're doing a great job dismantling the monarchy and pissing on the graves of those who built it.
Yeah, I'm actually... Look, I'm surprised that the UK and other countries in general are taking more action about those associated in the Epstein files than I think America ever will in regards to the people that are in there on our end.
That's because everybody hates Keir Starmer. Even Keir Starmer's government hates Keir Starmer.
Even Starmer hates Starmer, let's be real.
No one. Archer's diet consists mostly of surströmming. Time to change that. This and the last one, 10 years in total, to the Ghost Pepper Fund. Skibbity Toilet. I'm going to start calling you Skibbity Toilet from now on. Read my previous chat, you Inuit. I did, Skibbity Toilet. Bob name. Can the stream go for the whole thing from consumption of the pepper to suffering the eventual birth? Can't film myself taking a shit, you fucking weirdo. What's wrong with you, Bob?
Yeah, that got strange.
But you have to report on it, though.
Mal,
You do.
why are you interested in my shit?
Because it's part of
No,
the
no,
experience
you
and the
just,
pain
like,
and the suffering.
Yes,
Why-
we're interested in your state of mind during the shit, not the shit itself.
Yeah, I don't want to see the
Mal,
shit. I just want
2026.
to know how much pain.
Your feces is part
We
of the
want a
experience.
we want a wellness check. Just a little welfare check mid shit.
What Turkify? I support the MLP RPG because the chat reaction alone is gold. This is just the beginning. Yes. Adoman, Mal play Command Modern Operations with Arch. Don't worry, I already have a thumbnail for that. I'm just going to need to find a time. Pop out your name. Mal, you can do it. Oh, I read that one. Finally, okay. Am I done? Have I caught up? I think I've done them all. Well, except for Streamlabs. Pokelda, since Lumi is busy drowning a moose in an underground lake, Amalgamite, what caliber does the Swiss Luger fire? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not doing this shit. You've done this to V way before in the past. You've done it to Lum now. I am not being roped into this shit.
What's happening?
Terrible.
There's this
Terrible.
guy in Arch's chat that likes to donate and ask about like different like random military factoids about guns and stuff like that, knowing full well we don't know jack shit.
Oh, I know a little bit.
Then you could be the sacrificial lamb.
I might be able to. It depends. And my knowledge is really limited, actually. I'm not
Siegfried.
autistic with German guns. I'm sorry.
Siegfried von Felsen bought this and previous $10 through domain expansion, love and friendship. TTRPG fund. We will fund the MMLP. It says $300 already, Mal. Mal, prepare yourself. Get in the MLP suit.
Damn, that freaking got that got a lot of freaking traction.
You didn't even set a number for it.
Well, why would I set a number for it?
Because it needs to be an attainable goal that people can reach.
Listen, Mal will be in the MLP suit. How can we put a price on this?
I will not
Oh,
actually
it's
be in
priceless.
this.
It's true.
Now, what is the cost of a My Little Pony costume?
Slut.
Oh, damn, they're pretty cheap. Right, fear not, chat. I will do my part and have it shipped to Mal as soon as possible.
I
We
hope
will.
you die.
We will dispatch the MLP costumes.
I will
Where we need
find
to get
you,
one to-
and I will kill you.
One to Lumi as well. I need to
Rainbow
actually
Dash.
check out the fucking rules first, too, to figure out how long we'll be doing this. We'll probably do one of the pre-made campaigns for obvious reasons. Because that would probably make a lot more sense and be a lot more doable and manageable as well.
I'll hunt down my old DM and see if he has a copy still of the rulebook, because he used to give us the PDF all the time, but I don't have access to that account anymore.
Boring name. I meant the suffering, then ending, before running to bathroom. Suffering, then bathroom. Shadow Walk has been with for 16 months. Thank you very much, sir. Hail ArchCast and Amal. Hope you're all doing well. Also, can't wait for the new vampire campaign. Lumi will pull something wild off. Also, put this to whatever. RPG campaign. Sandum and all my supers to the Archly Fallout New Vegas calendar fund. I think I'll probably start that in March too. Yeah, ever since. Tunishi, Eva, can you describe the use of a main gauche? Gauche. Gauche? Gauche? Gauche, gauche.
Main gouge. That's I think it's a French parrying dagger
That is
meant for
correct.
your non-dominant hand.
You are more intelligent than Mal and Lumi.
Service
Don't fuck
guaranteed
when it comes to
citizenship.
like short swords and daggers and shit like that. Like I love that stuff. I'm very autistic with it.
Or Chicador. Is this how you pay Amal and Lumi? In MLP gear? Yes. And Superkaji, question for the panel. What is worse, drinking a creamy white drink from the endosperm or drinking creamy white drink from crushed nuts? The first is worse. Because that's what Sargon was
The
doing.
first is definitely worst.
Yeah, Sargon told me that he really enjoyed the creamy mouthfeel of endosperm.
Oh god, oh.
And now I have a vivid picture of milk running down his cheeks. And with that beautiful image, chat, we are at an end. We have discussed all of our topics, and I have read all the super chats. And Mal needs to go take care of herself, because that's just how Mal works sometimes.
I have a stream.
That's what the kids call it these days.
Oh, fine. I'm gonna be rumble and playing Relooted and saying funny words.
I am doing weird things like reading law documents, but also doing just normal streaming stuff like watching, reacting to stuff, doing news commentary on like Fridays, and then like playing games every other day.
There you go. There will be a link to ElfpireEva down in the description below as well. I would put it clickable in the YouTube title, but YouTube keeps fucking those up. So you'll have to deal with the regular link like everybody else. It's YouTube. It's a wonder the links even work, okay? And now, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for your generous donations, and I hope to see you all again very, very soon, chat.